Okay. Well, hello everyone, it's your favorite programming error that just refused to be fixed. Code here. And welcome back to Genshin Impact. The one gacha game that I've been playing since the early days of the channel. Like the very early days of the channel. Like super early days of the channel. Hello Gabe, congrats on being first. Hello. Look at you sniping that first like it's nobody's business. Hope you're doing well. Hope you are doing well. Allow me to immediately start this quest, which I have been told by you is apparently voice acted, which means I have to do it on stream, but it's also apparently very short. So we'll see how that goes. We'll have a look at this quest, and we're gonna meet Xavier again, a character we haven't seen in a bit, and who keeps popping back up all the time. We'll see what he's got for us this time. Also, by the way, in between streams, I did a little bit more exploration. I got 100% in this area and 100% in all of the rest of Liyue. So now Liyue is back up to a full 100% now that I finished exploring over here. Will I work on Fontaine? Probably at some point. The problem is that I still haven't done all of Sumeru. So there's definitely a lot that I still have to do here. It should be easier now that the treasure compass has been upgraded. But it's still not going to be super easy, especially because one of the areas I'm missing is this massive area over here. So that would take a while to fully explore. Anyway, where is he? Where's Xavier? Did not actually mean to climb that, but okay. Hello. Okay, so Xavier for one is not voice acted. But again, Gabe, you did say that there are voice acted characters in it, but you can count the number of voice acted characters on one hand. Perfect. Oh, we meet again, my galleon adventurer friend. Hello, my galleon film producer friend. How have you been recently? How have you been recently? Oh, we're in sync! The mark of a friendship that has withstood the test of time, surely. But since I was a little faster, why don't we start with you? So as always, working for the Adventurers Guild, for a little bit of saving the world on the side. As you do, you know. Haha! Composed as always, I see. Were it anyone else, I'd call him out for pulling my leg, but with you, I know it's all true. As for me, things are the same as always. Wrapped shooting for one film, and it's time to start prepping for the next. Recently, I've had this idea for an adventure plot, a group of people who start as strangers but are forced to travel together after an accident to overcome a slew of trials and thrills. You forgot again? To be fair, Spinnet, the stream was only announced earlier today, so it makes sense that you wouldn't be as there for it. But yeah, thanks for the pats. Can't wait till we see the first voice-acted character in this event. I haven't decided what sort of thrills exactly, but things will go well enough for them to grow into heroes. As for the ending, it's also undecided. Maybe our heroes shall go their separate ways, or blaze a trail, huh? Into the realm of sequels. I've got a few plot ideas besides that one. Frankly, I feel like I have a whole sea of them in my head that tips over every time I lie down at night, drowning me in inspiration. Yes, Spinnet, we get the reference. Hi, Dormuse. How's it going? Hello. Hope you are well. On the one hand, I'm sleep deprived, but on the other, I'll never run out of great ideas for as long as I live. Sounds like everything's going smoothly. Well, not everything. There's always funding and sponsorships. Sometimes I'll run into generous sponsors with great taste or get opportunities like the Fontinalia Film Festival. But those big breaks are few and far between, so I've had to think of my own solutions. Do you need any help? Oh, thanks for the concern, but no, I'm in no dire need of special assistance. I'd avoid resorting to a friend's kindness to achieve my dream as much as possible. All I need from a friend are their kind regards and to keep in touch. I'll figure out some way to solve my financial problems. For instance, I'm helping my sponsors shoot some commercials. It doesn't pay very much, but it's a good source of stable income. Commercials, you say? Even in Genshin Universe, everything is sequels. Yes, as long as they make money, as long as a franchise makes money, you can milk it. Commercials, you say? Yes, ever since film became popular, many merchants and organizations have developed a taste for this new innovative marketing method. They'll go to someone with a plan and have them help shoot the film. Rather than focusing on narrative elements, a commercial needs to capture the audience's attention quickly, so they are faster paced, and we filmmakers need to be more creative with our methods. Oh, and the sponsors themselves are full of ideas, not all of them good. Some give contradictory suggestions, while others are befuddlingly unreasonable. Ha, don't let anyone else hear a word of that, though. That sounds rough. It's alright. There's a price to be paid for creating the stories I truly want to. It's like eating seafood. Can't get at that sweet meat within without cracking the shell, can you? Don't worry about me. Also, if you thought my previous example was absurd, you should have seen the sponsor who insisted that I have my thriller film protagonist, a tough, no-nonsense guy, show up in the film's opening chugging a carton of their baby milk. Genius, really. Sounding really meta, I guess. Ah, yes. Honestly, though, no-nonsense guy chugging a carton of baby milk? Sure, why not? Anything goes. About executives having dumb story ideas. Damn. Calling everyone out here, huh? More commercials shot on the side means fewer product placements in my films. But put that way, commercial shootings seem like a much more pleasant option. Ah yes, now I think about it, there is a little something I could use your help with. Interested? What is it? Well, it's been an age and a half since we last worked together. We shot tons of good films then, and if memory serves, you quite enjoyed the process too. Want to try making a commercial together this time? They're quite different from films, but they have charms all their own. Ah yes, a commercial featuring the person who saved the world multiple times. I mean, again, if you can get the legendary hero of the Traveler in a commercial, I assume that's gonna look good for your brand. I shot all the needed material beforehand, so you won't have to run around filming new scenes. All we need to do is add a little creative spice to the editing. Oh, so I'm not even in the commercial. Great. So this is post-production and editing. Great! In that case, come find me when you have time. Don't worry about the final product. I just want to do something meaningful with an old friend. And if anything comes up with the sponsors, I'll handle it. Besides, commercials are meant to be interesting. Let us follow our muses and go with the flow. Who knows, things might turn out better than we think. See an image of you in there. Genius idea. Follow the synopsis and select appropriate assets for each shot. Then compile them into the complete sequence and finish editing. By editing in line with the synopsis, you can earn rave reviews. Once you've received a rave review, you'll no longer be restricted by the script limitations, enabling you to decide the total number of assets you use and experiment freely by creating final cuts of different lengths. Each asset can be used a maximum of 3 times for the same script. View the assets overview to browse all available assets and their corresponding lines. You can save the final cut after editing. The first cut you complete will be set to share by default. You can see final cuts shared by your friends in the editing records. Alright. So I need to receive those rave reviews and use 5 or more assets. I guess I'll go ahead and take care of all of that now. Oh, I should have read it first of all. I'm sure it'll say description again. Yeah, there it is. A vital choice. Okay, my dear friend, the work of editing has officially begun. Our first commission comes from the Knights of Favonius. They want us to produce an advert for the alchemical potions that utilize boldly contrasting shots to emphasize the importance of choosing the right one. According to my outline, we should first present the unsatisfactory results that arise from drinking ordinary potions, then use narration to tell everyone that this is an everyday occurrence. Finally, we can show the improved combat performance that results from drinking superior potions. I recommend you following this logic when editing your first cut. Then see what it looks like and gather some client feedback. Of course, I back your artistic vision 110%, so feel free to edit the assets as you see fit. After all, this commission comes from the City of Freedom. So free and unfettered editing may be blessed by fate to produce unexpected results. Oh, and by the way, I hear that potions from Mondstadt can bestow inspiration. Do you think they can help me improve my filmmaking in the future? Alright, I see. So we need a bad potion. I have a lot of assets available here, huh? Same marketing tactic, invent problem and claim your product solves it. Yes. Shots 1 through 4. Showcase Sucrose's concern about the effectiveness of ordinary potions, but Noelle's insistence she chooses them all the same. However, when faced with villagers, the potions prove unsatisfactory, failing to improve Noelle's terrible state and causing her to perform poorly. Alright. Is that one, will that one be okay? Don't worry, I'll be fine. Don't worry, I'll be fine. Literal attacks. So tired. I guess that works. Shots 5 to 7. Tamaris appears and explains that this is quite a common situation, suggesting that people select their potions carefully. So it could be you. Alright, so it's this. Getting deja vu yet? That's because this is happening all over Mondstadt right this second. The next time it could be you. Unless you choose to accept no compromise. Okay, shots 8 to 11. Same situation as before, but in the face of Sucrose's concern, Noelle reselects the best potion. This time Noelle performs it well. Alright. So, this potion. Yes. Literal appeals again. And she wins. Shot 12, conclusion recommending that everyone opts for Favonian brand potions. There. Get your mojo back today. Choose Favonian brand potions for peace of mind and results you can trust. Okay, I feel like that seems like a good order. Well, start editing. A vital choice. Will that potion be okay? Don't worry, I'll be fine, I think. Oh, I was up too late studying, so tired. Huh. Getting deja vu yet? That's because this is happening all over Mondstadt right this second. Next time it could be you. Unless you choose to accept no compromise. Only one voice in this one is the literal. Good stuff. Will that potion be okay? Give me the best potion you got. Yeah. Leave no stone unturned. Get your mojo back today. Choose Favonian brand potions for peace of mind and results you can trust. Vital choice. Rave review. There we go. That absolutely blew me away. Who'd have thought the final cut would turn out to be so entertaining? This is what real this is what real expertise looks like. All right, we did it. I did the first film. / advertisement, whatever. Chemical Potion Advertising Commission from the Knights of Favonius. The client hopes to focus their marketing on the importance of choosing the right potion. Alright, next one. Wanmin, where life tastes better. An advertising commission from Wanmin Restaurant. The client hopes to emphasize the restaurant's quality food, reasonable prices, and lively atmosphere. The copy was written by an unnamed Liyue poet. Alright, let's do it. Number 2. Taking a moment. There we go. Wanmin, where life tastes better. Our second commission comes from Liyue's Wanmin Restaurant. It's another advert looking to cook up new customers. To be honest, this one caused me a bit of a headache at first. I just don't know anything about Liyue cuisine. But as luck would have it, I ran into a kind-hearted Liyue poet who helped me pen a very catchy script. Now, my friend, might I trouble you to edit this one? To match the logic of that script? Though I must say, our good poet didn't seem too set in her ways. I'm sure she wouldn't begrudge you a little editorial freedom. Anyway, the decision is yours. And I look forward to seeing the final cut. Okay, shots 1 through 4. Open with Guoba greeting customers out front, followed by Chef Mao's sales pitch, which promotes Wanmin Restaurant's location, of moderately delicious dishes, and excellent service standards. Alright. Guoba out front. Followed by Chef Mao's sales pitch. Treating friends and family, look no further than Wanmin Restaurant. Love to freight with a smile. I think that's the last one. Renowned chefs bring you the very best with every bite. The delicious dishes. And our waiting staff love to provide service with a smile. Seems good. Alright. Synopsis shots 5 to 7. Focus on Shenhe's poetry to emphasize Wanmin Restaurant's budget-friendly prices, making it a go-to choice for everyday dining. So, breakfast, lunch, dinner. As always, cooking in Wanmin Restaurant. So treat yourself to home cooking any time of the day, but I need one more. Be liked by our hearty meals at affordable prices. I think that works, yeah. Alright, shots 8 to 11. Open the scene with Zhang Ling's part of the pitch, emphasizing Wanmin Restaurant's fresh flavors and diverse menu. Then wrap things up with a collective endorsement from the crowd. Alright. Zhang Ling's part. Pitch, emphasizing Wanmin Restaurant's fresh flavors and menu, then the crowd. Change. Okay. Hungry for change. Diverse menu. Why settle for less when you could be feasting like an Adeptus? And then 11 with the crowd. Our life tastes better. Well, 13. Behind the scenes footage of Guava secretly snacking all of them being caught by Zhang Ling. There we go. Got the behind the scenes in as well. If there's one thing people love, it's outtakes. Let's go. Ad time. One min, where life tastes better.
Treating friends and family? Look
There's
no
the voices.
Than one mean restaurant. Our renowned chefs bring you the very best with every bite. And our waiting staff love to provide service with a smile.
Breakfast, lunch, dinner, it's always cooking at One Min Restaurant. So treat yourself to our home cooking any time of the day. You'll be delighted by our hearty meals at affordable prices.
Hungry for change? Discover new flavors at One Mean Restaurant. Our diverse menu is sure to have a dish with your name on it. Why settle for less when you could be feasting like an adeptus? One Mean, where life tastes better. Loba! Not again!
Alright, nailed it. I'm pretty sure, right? Yep, rave review. In need of ads? Who should you call? The traveler's name stands proud and tall. Good food, fine wine, a bustling hall. The perfect poem completes it all. Wonderful, marvelous, excellent indeed. Thanks, Hu Tao. Thanks for giving me the script for the ad and then complimenting me on following your exact script for the ad. Invoke the path to victory. An advertising commission from Genius Invocation TCG. The client hopes to promote a new deck. Alright, let's go. Let's see what we got here. Invoke the path to victory. Our next commission is from Inazuma, the land where we first met. Looking back, if it wasn't for you and the Nation of Eternity, I'd never have fallen down the filmmaking rabbit hole. Thinking about it brings back so many memories. Apologies for going off topic. The client wishes us to advertise a new Genius Invocation TCG deck by focusing on the joyful atmosphere when a handful of friends get together. Creating such an atmosphere shouldn't pose a problem for you. Anyway, just like before. If you have any other ideas, feel free to let me know. Shots 1 to 4. Open with Arataki Ito handing out an allowance to the members of the Arataki gang, followed by a scene where they discuss how to spend it. Alright. Here, your allowance. Hang on, what are the other ones? Okay, so they discuss, right? Yeah, they discuss it. Maybe I should save it up. Buy a new novel. Actually, you know what? I want that to be this. That to be this. And tri-flavored skewers, anyone? No, tri-flavored skewers, anyone? Maybe I should save it up. And then Arataki Ito feels somewhat displeased. The rest of the gang does not notice. Happily working out how to use the allowance. At this time, Ito's pleasure boils over, leaving everyone else puzzled. Boss? Wait, first it's him getting angrier and angrier. Then they notice. Have you forgotten what your allowance is for? Focus on Arataki to expressing his disapproval about how they plan to spend their allowance and suggest that they should be used for more suitable purposes instead. that should be that. Then what would this one be? I'm still missing one over here. I guess that should go there. And then this is 10. And then this would be the thanks boss. Shot 11, deliver the advertising slogan. Behind the scenes footage of Kiku Shinobi expressing doubt about everyone's chances of success. I think that's the best order I can give them. Let's try it out. Invoke the path to victory. Here, your allowance!
Whoa, I could buy my favorite novel.
Trifling obscures, anyone?
Maybe I should save it up.
Mad.
Boss?
Have you forgotten what your allowance is for? It's for spending on a brand new Genius Invocation deck.
I'm gonna do that. Thanks, boss.
Genius Invocation. A champion walks the road to victory. Remind me which of us is champion again. Rave review? Yup. Just what I expect from my dear friend, exactly how I wanted it to be. How I wanted it to be shot. I'll be counting on you to film the next Beetle Brawl advertisement too. Alright, 2 more ads to film. Let's see what we got next. Focus on your future. A public service announcement commission from the academia. The client hopes to warn new students to be careful when choosing their future academic focus. It's not an attempt to get more students enrolled. Alright. Let's see what we got here. Focus on your future. This next commission is, how should I put it? It's a public service announcement and definitely not an advertisement for new students. The purpose is to warn students to be careful when choosing an academic focus. Keep that in mind and try not to get distracted by a certain lead actor. Naturally, you can explore other creative directions as long as you manage to leave a lasting impression on the students who watch it. As another actor said to me, sometimes to cut is to create. Alright, shots 1 to 3. Open with a scene where Farazan is collecting her thoughts by her desk. This is followed by a messenger arriving with a letter from students and Farazan eagerly receiving the letter. Alright, so she's at the desk. Then a messenger arrives. And Farazan letters from the students. Finally decided to enroll. Shots 4 to 7. The first 2 letters that Farazan receives politely decline her mentorship proposals. Feeling rejected by the repeated mention of the word focus in the letters, she then opens a reply from Kole. Thank you for the invitation, Madam Farazan. I've given this a lot of thought, and in the end, I think I'm going to focus on Kshahrewar, earnest letter writer. Sorry, Madam Farazan, while I'm very interested in mechanisms and ancient texts, I am stretched thin as it is. Need to focus on my other classes, respectful letter writer. First 2 letters. Feeling dejected. Focus, huh? Sorry, Madam Farazan, but I want to study with Master for a little while longer. Letter writer from Gandharaville. Alright. Farazan's internal irritation gradually turns into acceptance as she reflects that it's a good thing for young people to have a focus of their own. from 8 to 10. Let's focus on themselves these days. Okay, wait, so it starts with irritation and then shifts. It's good to have a focus. And 11, conclusion, advertising everyone to carefully weigh up their options when choosing a focus so that they won't end up feeling regret. Only one thing left here. Hey folks, don't place all your yolks in the same punnet. Broaden your horizons today and find new locus for your focus. Why are you here? Alright, let's go. Focus on your future.
Madam Farazan, letters from the students.
Oh, they finally decided to enroll. Let me see. Thanks for your invitation, Madam Farazan.
Thank you for your invitation, Madam Farazan. I've given this a lot of thought, and in the end, I think I'm gonna focus on Kasharawar.
Earnest letter writer.
Sorry, Madam Farazan. While I'm very interested in mechanisms and ancient texts, I'm stretched thin as it is. I need to focus on my other classes.
Respectful letter writer.
Focus, huh? I'm sorry, Madam Farazan, but I want to study with Master a little while longer.
Letter writer from Gandaraville. Are you glad he is, am I?
Seems like everyone's focused on themselves these days.
But it's good to have a focus. Hey folks, don't place all your...
Oh, don't
he's
place
voiced.
all your yolks in the same punnet. Broaden your horizons today and find a new locus for your focus.
Why are you voice acted? He is here. He is fully here. Rave review.
There's been an increase in the number of students coming to see me. Were the academia telling the truth? Is this really an advert to attract students, or is this all, or is it all down the to the editing?
I think the locus for your focus is what attracted everyone to join. Alright, last one. Boundless Adventure, Unbound Joy. A recruitment commission from the tabletop troupe. The client hopes to create an exciting, professional tabletop adventure to attract more people to join their club. Alright, last one. Boundless Adventure, Unbound Joy. It's time for our final commission. This one's simple, a recruitment advert for the tabletop troupe. The client wants us to attract more hobbyists to their club by showcasing an exciting, well-run tabletop adventure. For an editorial expert such as yourself, a commission like this should be child's play. You know the drill by now. As long as you complete the basic requirements, you're free to work your creative magic. That said, the cast seem a bit overqualified for a hobby club recruitment ad. A champion duelist, the president of Spina di Risula, a world-famous magical duo, and even Lady Farina herself. I must admit, I was quite nervous after I found out who we'd be working with. Do you think this tabletop troupe is a cover for some sort of secret society, do you? Maybe there's a deeper meaning behind it all. Nah, they just really like playing tabletop games. I remember we joined them for one before. Glad to know Farina is still part of the tabletop troupe. Glad she didn't leave, she's really into it. Then again, we know Farina's into roleplay, she's been doing it basically her whole life. Roleplaying as an Archon. Alright, shots 1 to 6. The scene revolves around the members of the tabletop troupe taking part in an activity together. Guided by the game master, Clorant, they encounter a merchant, a stern-shield crab blocking their path, and a cryo-regisvine guarding some treasure in that order. Navia, who is playing an adventurer, will attempt to use persuasion in each encounter. Game Master Clorant, your search for the legendary treasure has led you to a nervous merchant. She seems guarded, questioning questioning her could be tough. Can I use persuasion on her? Alright. Then a crab. You convince her to show you the way, but suddenly a vicious stone-shield crab appears to block your path. Can I use persuasion on it? Alright. And then a cryo-wrench is fine. Following a tip from the stone-shield crab, you'd long last find the treasure, but standing guard above it is a cold and unforgiving cryo-wrench is fine. Can I use persuasion on it? So basically, Navia is like the typical bard player of just trying to seduce every single NPC you come across. Can I use persuasion? Can I use persuasion? Can I use persuasion? It seems to have worked so far. Don't worry, Spinny, you still got the bot. Alright, after Farida questions the idea that persuasion can be used on plants, Navia responds by showing that she now has the Speak with Plants ability. She then goes on to roll a 20, successfully claiming the treasure. Damn. I mean, it was restricted, because it's a likely ban evader. Man, I can't wait to finally play D&D and run into these kinds of situations. After Farina... Alright. Wait. Surely he can't just use persuasion on plants. Yeah, he can. Got persuasion. And a natural 20. Fine, the cryo-wrench's fine sheepishly hurls back into the ground. The treasure is all yours. One after another, Linny and Lunette recite the slogans for the tabletop trope. There we go. Okay, last advertisement. Let's do it. Boundless Adventures, Unbound Joy. You search for the legendary treasure has led you to a nervous merchant. She seems guarded. Questioning her could be tough. Can I use persuasion on her? You convince her to show you the way, but suddenly a vicious stone-shield crab appears to block your path. Can I use persuasion on it? Following a tip from the stone-shield crab, you at long last find the treasure. But standing guard above it is a cold and unforgiving cryo-wrench's vine. And can I use persuasion on it?
Wait. Surely you can't use persuasion on plants.
But what if? Yeah, I can. I got Speak with Plants now. And look at that, a natural 20. Fine, the cryo-wrench's vine sheepishly burrows back into the ground. The treasure is all yours. Perfect.
Get together with your friends. Adventure awaits.
Join tabletop troop today.
This makes me really look forward to finally playing D&D. When do we get Genshin Impact D&D? If only. Rave review.
Not bad. Both the narrative and execution were beyond fault. Even I struggle to find anything to criticize.
Alright, just gonna go ahead and quickly grab my reward. And then we go to the afterward. Hello, my Galleon adventurer friend. Call me great editor, good sir. Haha, I'm glad you didn't find the filming boring. Some self-reflection would have been in order otherwise for spending our precious time together on something dull. I mean, we don't get many chances to meet. Tracking down a world walker like yourself is no less challenging than pulling stars out of the sky. Sometimes, like now, I could bump into you in a cafe, but other times I could ask everyone about your whereabouts and still come up empty-handed. The good news is that I'm sure to hear a new thrilling tale of your travels every time we meet, so our encounters are never boring. But the bad? Well, we can never know if any given meeting might be our last. I'll swing by to see you more often. Alright, whatever you say. Any more grousing and I'll turn into one of those empty nesters you see in public service announcements. I'm almost done working with these commercials. After this, it's nose to the grindstone. I'll start work on my next film. Let's keep chasing our dreams, even as we go our separate ways, eh? I will. But still, let's have a meal together, somewhere together, should you have the time. If you prefer not to dine in Fontaine, that's fine too. Good Hunter, One Mean Restaurant, Lombard's Tavern, and the like. And if you want to go picnicking or big game hunting, I'll find a way to keep up somehow. Anyway, please keep in touch. And... oh, wait. No, we're done. Yep. But you know what? Since the stream is incredibly super short, how about I finally take a look at these anecdotes? I know they aren't voice acted as far as I'm aware, but might as well do the ones that are currently available. Just because. And they're pretty short as far as I'm aware, right? Ha! Gale Blade! Huh? Noelle?
Oh, honorary knight. Hello. Ellen's off moving some of the new wooden dummies in. Is there something you'd like to ask her?
Not really, I was simply passing through.
That's right. I've been discussing swordplay with Ellen over the past few days, and the topic of Master Jean's legendary Gale Blade came up. Though neither of us has an animo vision, the techniques underpinning it are still worth careful study. After talking it over, we decided to use wooden dummies to practice. Ellen's great with a sword, you know. Her every move is incredibly precise. But, although I know that moves like this require exactness and finesse, and I've practiced a lot, I still can't quite accurately grasp the essence of the technique. I'm already doing my best to maintain control, but each time I swing my sword, I always end up destroying every dummy at once. I just haven't reached that level.
Using a claymore for her Gale Blade.
I'd love to practice with a one-handed sword, but they're all just too light. They feel so alien in my hand, I can't comfortably wield them at all. Also, most of those blades are just too flimsy to go flying off the hilt as I wave them around, sometimes burying themselves straight into the ground. Last time I was practicing outside the city, one little mistake sent the blade flying right up to the top of the cathedral, and it slammed right into the steeple bell. The sound was like thunder, and that sent Sister Victoria into a panic. She rushed straight away to our headquarters, saying that the city might be under attack. Master Jean had to spend a good long time explaining things to her before she was calm enough to leave. I've already asked Mr. Wagner to forge a super heavy single-handed sword for me, though I'm not sure when he'll finish it. I do hope that its blade won't get flung off when I swing it.
Ella appears in the distance holding a wooden dummies, and Noelle does something. Anecdote has been recorded. Yeah, these are very short. Might as well do them all. After all, there's only 3 available. Also, I've realized today that I'm gonna be missing out on some Primo gems because... boom. 7 days. Not sure if I'll be able to get 20 anecdotes in 7 days. Well, it should technically be possible, right? If I get 3 a day, that would get up to 21. So it should be possible. In any event, I'll have to do them off stream. And as you saw, they're not important enough to have voice acting. Unless it's just a case of they don't have voice acting because they couldn't get the voice actors again. It might just be that. You haven't done them yet? Well, if you want the extra Primo gems, you better do them soonish. You have 7 more days to do 20 anecdotes for those Primos.
A refreshing night such as this is perfect for training. You know, whenever I recall the steps I've taken in the study of swordsmanship, memories of my journeys also flood into my mind. As such, no matter where I am, when I hold my blade, I feel as if you are right there with me. Where do you intend to go next? I've asked Captain Beidou for a leave to go to Natlan. Oh, hey, maybe I'll see you there then. I'm presently packing my things, in fact. I suppose this feeling of anticipation is itself part of the journey. Also, hi, Cyan. Nice to see you again. Nice to see you again. They are supposed to be voiced. In that case, you know what I'll do, probably? I'll do them, because again, in order to do them all, I'd have to do the 3 that are available every single day for the next 7 days. And I'm not going to stream Genshin every single day for the next 7 days when there's barely anything to do. But if it's important enough to be voice acted normally, then what I'll do is, every single day I'll sit down and do a recording, and I'll just have that be, you know, individual recordings that I upload to YouTube, like the VODs, instead of it being a stream thing. Because there's no way I'm going on stream to do like 3 of these little anecdotes, and that's it. But yeah, hi, nice to see you. It's been a while, hasn't it? At least I think it's been quite a while. Hope you've been well. Hope you have been very well indeed. I'm sure we will meet again. We're both people on the road after all. When that time comes, I shall have a bottle of fine wine ready, and we shall share stories once more. Anecdote has been recorded. Alright, last anecdote available currently. Hello, I just filmed an advertisement. They even have their alternate outfits on. Spinne, what was that? You haven't done them because Hu Tao isn't in there? Oh, I haven't done them yet because Hu Tao isn't in them. You want to retract that statement, maybe? She right here. I don't like Xiangling. Ah, okay then. What is that? Xiangling, you smell wonderful today. Let me have another whiff, would you?
Spinne in chat right now. It should have been me, not her. Spinne would definitely like to be in Xiangling's position right now.
Smells great, doesn't
Yep,
it?
there's the voice acting.
This is the first of Yingar's
Personal
batch.
space.
She sent me a small box of samples.
Who needs personal space when you're Hu Tao?
Oh, hey, traveler. Come over. Give this scent a try. What do you think?
Did you just make some almond tofu?
Not bad. Got it in one. Your nose is as sharp as mine. The scent really is spot on, too.
Perfume, and this is... And
Ding, ding, ding. That's right. Just a few days ago, I was passing by Yingar's place and saw her looking all worried.
Hu Tao also likes Xiangling's personal space. I like personal space. Yours in particular is very nice. That's why I'm always in it.
She told me that she wanted to make some new perfumes that would be really appealing, but that she'd been racking her brains for days without any good ideas. So, she asked me if I could think of a scent that would be novel, popular, but also something completely untried by any other perfumer. So I said to her that most perfumes are made from flowers or plant extracts. So why not try making one that smells like
talking
food?
about cosplaying her a
It'd
while back.
definitely be really fun.
Probably the default outfit and not the you know, the alternate outfit that was recently created. Damn, a Hu Tao cosplay, huh? I've seen a few of those. I've seen like 3 of those last time I was at, like, when I was at Comic-Con. I saw like 3 Hu Tao cosplayers. Part of me was like, should I ask them for a picture just so I can rub it in Spinne's face? I didn't. Maybe I should have.
Yeah, fun is right. But there's just one teeny little problem. The longer you smell it, the louder your tummy starts to grumble. Hear that, Xiangling? Mine's going, feed me, feed me.
Hey, look, I'm starving too.
Alright, no problem. Come on in, I'll have 2 plates of almond tofu ready for you in no time. Ooh, this perfume sure packs a punch. I wonder if she can maybe make some grilled tiger fish next time. Or golden shrimp balls, maybe.
Got some almond tofu out of it too. How nice.
And there we go. They're all recorded here. Quite a few left. Maybe there's a 4th one available, actually. Maybe there's one available in Inazuma as well? No? Nothing in Inazuma. Here I was, thinking that maybe there's more available, but no. Only 3. Oh wait, never mind, there are 4 available. We're going to Dawn Winery. There's 4, actually. You're getting 1 more. Yeah, of course she would be in Inazuma, but she's just not currently available, I guess. Because the anecdotes that are available change every single day. I did notice that. Alright, let's see what D-Luke's up to. Probably without voice acting still. And honestly, since I got more info about the voice acting strike and everything... Oh. Since I got more info about the strike, I'm more and more thinking that it's just absolutely stupid. And in all honesty, I think the strike should just end at this point. Like, initially I was like, yeah, it is a strike, good purpose, like, you know, they don't want AI voices and all of that. But now I actually looked a little bit more into it, and now I just think that strike is absolutely stupid. And a lot of, like, if the strike actually, if they get what they want, then yeah, quite a few of Genshin's missing voices will return, but a lot of other voice actors will be kicked out permanently from Genshin.
Osmanthus wine tastes the same
if the strike goes through. If they get what they want. Which is absolutely horrible. Where the hell is he? Because it's a thing about how only people who are with a certain voice acting group would be allowed in here, and like independent voice actors would no longer be allowed to participate in the same projects. So honestly, absolutely idiotic. I now understand why HoYoverse hasn't caved and just decided to, you know, give in to their demands. I fully understand that, because the demands are absolutely stupid. The strike itself is stupid. And just moronic. Anyway, just felt like getting that off my chest there. Yes, the biggest issue here is pricing. Oh, you're here. Come sit. Are we interrupting you? I'm looking over the winery's recent production and sales reports. Don't worry, I just finished. Is there some trouble? I wouldn't go that far. It's just that the last grape harvest was adversely affected by the weather, reducing the yield. Ulzos responded in time, and as such, there were no issues with the quality. What I need to do is settle on a price for them. Our supply has decreased, but demand from Mondstadt and beyond has not changed. Times such as this, pricing must be carefully considered. Scarcity drives value up. Precisely. When demand exceeds supply, some will seek to profit more. Our distributors are all thinking the same thing. However, Dawn Winery has no intention to gouge our customers. We've been in business for a long time, and purchasing our liquors and spirits has long become part of the life here in Mondstadt. Sullying the memories people have when they think of Dawn Winery in exchange for short-term profit is unnecessary. I'm not so poor that I'd stoop that low. So that's how a bona fide winery boss operates, huh? Is that so surprising? Elsa was actually quite quick to accept this reasoning. In fact, he went to meet with our distributors immediately. Ah yes, it's been a while since you've come by. Would you like me to open a bottle for you? I am a little thirsty, I must say. Well, I'm here to visit you, so no need to stand on ceremony then. I was in the mood for some apple cider myself, in fact. Would you like some? The first cup poured from a fresh bottle is the most fragrant. Here. Anecdote has been recorded. Alright, and I think now that is all the anecdotes currently available. Unless there's a fifth one somewhere. There is! Wait, that one just popped up. Wait, if you do all the anecdotes currently available, do new ones pop up? Is that what's going on? Seems like it. In that case, we might do all the anecdotes right now after all. Huh. Well, that's lucky. If that is indeed the case. That makes 5. Okay. Hello, Yao Yao.
Master, look at this one.
Not bad, not bad.
Then, follow up right away with this move. Maintain balance, grip the spear rightly, leaving no openings in front. Oh, Code, how have you been?
It's been too long. Hello, Granny. Mind if I take a sneaky peek at your teaching?
Oh, not at all. I'd love to show you how much I've improved. Hey-ya!
Alright, child, continue. Date flowers on silken scarfs flow, the ancient willows to the vast sands go. Start with falling dates from 3, and let it flow into the ancient willow.
Falling dates is a poke, and then a lift. Ha!
Continue with cherry form 5, then transition into round flower form 6.
Round flower form 6. Master, how am I supposed to lead into it again?
The spear is in your hands. As long as your hands can flow from motion to motion, so can your spear. Begin.
Alright. We draw a circle, then rotate back, then upward thrust. Ha!
I guess we're just doing training then. Not bad indeed. Your spear work is coming together well. Still, your wrists are quite stiff when you transition, and your movements are jerky. You need more practice.
Yes, Master, I'll start again right away.
Oh, child, alright. Let's call it a day for now.
Ha! I wanted to practice a little more than we usually do.
A hard worker as always.
Well, Master says hard work sharpens skills, while idling indulgence dulls them. I'd like to thank Master for the next 2 days off, but I don't want to fall behind on my training either, so today's the day to work twice as hard.
Oh, child, there's no such thing as patching clothes in advance, you know. And speaking of that, come here. Let me retie your braids. They're getting a little loose.
Oh, thank you, Master.
Eagerness to learn is no sin, and what I said is not wrong, but as much as braids cannot be too tight or loose, one must find a good balance between work and play. Play to your heart's content, and when you're ready to focus, come back and study hard. If your heart is set on play while your spear is in your hand, you will neither play well nor study hard, and achieve neither.
Alright, I've got it. I'll enjoy myself to the fullest then.
I'll have some fun too. Good, good. Have you decided where you'll be going yet?
Yep, I'd like to go with Chi-Chi on a trip to Chinksa Village. It's the rainy season, there should be bumper harvests. With luck, we'll get to pick some herbs along the way. Most importantly, the mountain trees will be filled with colorful leaves. I want Chi-Chi to see how beautiful they are for herself.
A fine plan. Go then. Take care on the road.
Don't worry, Master, I'm pretty good with the spear now. Good enough to protect myself and my friends. Oh, and Master, remember to eat on time and take care of yourself while I'm gone, okay?
Alright, I will. Don't worry.
So I can carry on practicing now?
Alright, bye. Alright, who do you think is next on the list? I wonder.
Date flowers and silken scarves flow. The ancient willow to, where do they go again? Ah, right, I've got it now. Ancient willows to the vast sands go.
Alright, let's check the map and see. Aha! We're meeting the cat! The tsundere cat! I don't know why I even have to add that she's a tsundere. Cats are tsunderes by... Every cat is a tsundere by default. Can we all agree? That is their natural state. Alright, she should be just over here. I wonder when we're gonna encounter someone else who's voice acted, by the way. Here's hoping we get one soon. Hi, Diona.
Pew pew.
Hunting alone, Diona?
Hunters of the cat slime bloodline return successfully, even when they go solo.
Wouldn't shouting pew pew scare the animals off?
No way! Can't you see my arrows fly faster than the sound of my voice?
Ah, so the pew pew is for courtesy. It's for a cutesy dramatic effect.
Hey, cut that out! I can hear you, you know. Don't underestimate cat's line ears. Whatever, I'm not going to argue with you. Here, have some meat. I caught more than I need. And I'd have shared it with everyone anyway if I brought it back.
You're the finest hunter in Springvale.
You'd best remember it, and vote for me if the town ever chooses a champion. Last thing I need is for you to help give that silly old dad of mine a big head.
The howl from somewhere unseen.
Ah!
Seems like the cat slime bloodline faces some troubles of its own. Do you like my personal space too? It seems like it.
I'm not afraid of those wolves, you hear? Absolutely not. It would just be too much trouble if we were to fight, that's all. I'm not sharing my catch with them after I worked so hard for it. Hey, what are you standing around for? They're practically on top of us. Come on, let's just go already.
I suddenly regret that I have been neglecting to say pew pew whenever I shoot in video games. You really should. It's important. It is very important to always say pew pew. Which reminds me, I've also been neglecting that. I guess we've all kind of neglected it. Time to pick that up. Can't wait to tune into your next long dark stream and see you say pew pew every time you use your bow. Amazing. Alright. So Amber's next. Oh, so this is the way. Hi, Amber.
That's another lost adventurer escorted. Are the paths around here really that bad?
Sorry, I'm lost.
Oh, don't you worry. I'm the Knights of Favonia's
#1 outrider.
Never thought I'd meet you here. Are you back in Mondstadt for a visit? You've got great timing. Sarah just came up with a brand new dish, and she's looking for people to give it a taste. Kaya and Jean should be back in the headquarters, and so is Klee. Oh, whoops. Am I talking too much? Not holding you up, am I?
No, not at all.
As long as I'm not getting in your way. Oh, here, take this. You haven't had any of my cooking in a while, right? I just made it, so eat it while it's hot. Though I'd love to talk with you some more. Lots of adventurers have been getting lost in these woods recently. In order to escort them all into the city, I've been doing lots of extra patrols these past few days. Any more and I won't be able to keep up.
With you here, they're in safe hands.
That's for sure. Okay, I've got to run now. If there's anything you need, just come find me at headquarters.
One of the shorter anecdotes, definitely. And now we're going into the city. Alright. Let's see what Rosaria's up to. If I check the map, it looks like she's either to the side or she's indoors. Let's check over to the side first. Of course she's indoors. Well, let's go to the cathedral. Rosaria, where is you? She is not inside. I guess I must have missed her then. Guess I'm blind. Let's take another look around outside. Oh, there! I swear I did not see her here before. Was I really that blind that I completely missed her standing there? Anyway, hi.
Could I trouble you to deliver this letter to Barbara-sama on my behalf?
We have a voice! Chances are Rosaria doesn't have one, though. Yup, as I said, no.
No.
Please don't misunderstand. This isn't a private letter. It's an anthem that we of the fan club composed together.
I trust you remember the lyrics then.
Well...
If you can't learn to patch up the holes in your story, then you shouldn't lie at all. In any case, you picked the wrong person from the get-go. Get over here, Code. I'm done with my assigned charity work.
So you did know I was there.
Charity work? Oh, please don't joke. If you really want to help me, then please enlighten me. I just... I don't know how to express my feelings.
How about you don't?
Is Barbara the only person left in your life?
Of course! I'd give anything for her. Body and soul. She's so wonderful and...
She's also an idol, which means she can't get in any relationships.
Stop right there. I don't have time for this. Let me break it down for you. Prayers, performances, healing the sick, that's just a tiny sliver of Barbara's life. As a member of her fan club...
I'm club president.
That's even more reason to do some soul searching. Looks to me like your admiration is only skin deep. Have you ever even thought of being more like your idol?
You mean that rather than having my eyes fixed on Barbara-sama all the time, I should go out and help people? And make them smile?
Perhaps.
Yikes, you're giving me goosebumps. Go back and figure that out yourself.
Very well. Thank you, sister. I'll pass your words on to everyone in the fan club.
Now get out of here.
Don't tell them it was me.
He's already run off, enthusiastically at that.
What a pain. I'm not interested in going around helping people. I'll need a few extra stiff drinks later.
But you did help him in the end.
That depends on him, not that I care.
Maybe you solved one of Barbara's problems too.
Sure, that's a good thing at least.
Looks like you're suited to be a sister of the church after all.
Huh. I was going to invite you for a drink at Angel's Share, but it looks like you're drunk already. Better not let anyone from the church find out about this. It'll get in the way of my real job.
Sure, whatever you say. Alright, who's next? What? Her again? I love her immediately. Ah yes, the grumpy nun. Amber 2.0? She got a second anecdote? That would explain why the other one was so short.
And another one bites the dust. Just where did all these slimes pop out from?
Great shooting, Amber.
Oh, it's just a slime. Every knight can do that. I don't know why, but their numbers out here in the wild have been skyrocketing recently. They've even started attacking travelers on the roads. In order to ensure the safety of the area, both the Adventurers Guild and the Knights have had to send people out on patrol and to eliminate the monsters. Between ensuring the city is well guarded and pursuing monsters beyond its walls non-stop, everyone's been run ragged. People are so tired they can barely deploy their wind gliders. But before Albedo comes up with some sort of solution, everyone's gotta get rid of the monsters, right? Aren't you exhausted too? Me? I'm doing fine. After all, I'm used to fighting out here, so I know how to conserve my strength and choose the best way to engage. We can talk later. I've got another area to patrol. You should head back to Mondstadt for now. I'll see you around, Code.
Immediately like, I'm not putting up with your crap, dude. Yes. Good on her. For, you know, not taking any shit. We're going to the Jade Chamber again. Ningguang is another non-voice acted character, I am very certain. Because she was in an event recently and I'm 99% certain she wasn't voice acted in it. Well, let's see what Ningguang is up to. Up here in her Jade Chamber. Except she apparently is not inside. Weird. I was sure she would have been in here. I guess I missed her outside. Again, I keep missing people. Thanks for the pats, by the way. In that case, where is she? She is inside? Interesting, because on the map it didn't show her anymore. In the other cases, whenever someone was in a building, they were still shown on the map inside the building, but here she's not on the map. As you can see. Is it because she's downstairs? And that's why she wasn't on the map? Why are you not on the map? Oh, now she's on the map. Great, that took way too long. And Baiju's here too, I guess.
Your cold was caused by the physical and mental strain you've been under lately, I fear. Such things are more common with the changing of the seasons.
Incognito mode, I guess.
Just prescribe some more medicine for me, if you would. I'll have someone pick it up in a few days.
As you say. However, while colds can be cured with medication, overexertion could cause it to reoccur.
Thank you for the advice, Dr. Baiju, but I cannot simply ignore the affairs of state. Alleviating the symptoms through your prescription should suffice for now.
I will write up some more nourishing dietary prescriptions. Please, take things slow and avoid weakening your body too much.
Hello.
Code, our distinguished guest. Is there some urgent matter at hand?
Are you feeling unwell?
I slept too little last night, and after getting up, there was a chill draft, so I caught a cold. I was planning to just deal with it using a bit of medicine, but a massive headache came with the package, so I had to invite Dr. Baiju over. My apologies, Dr. Baiju, for having to have you come over every so often to adjust my prescriptions.
Not at all. Diagnosing, treating, and saving people are well within my duties. But...
then you know that this too is where my duty lies, Dr. Baiju. The Ministry of Civil Affairs is the crossroads where my matters meet, all of which must be seen to with care. And to that end, no amount of effort is too great. If you think just me having a headache is bad, imagine the number of people who'd get one if I were to just drop my work all of a sudden. And if everyone at the Ministry became overtaxed, I imagine Leo Harbor itself would catch a cold then.
Alright, fair enough. Who's next? Alright, don't see anyone. There we go. One more meeting with Kazu, huh? All the way out here, huh? What are you doing all this way away from civilization? Just because you're a wandering samurai and poet and whatever. Don't gotta be all the way out here. Guess it's a decent view. You seem tired. Run into some trouble, perhaps? Nothing but the usual minor problems one runs into while on the road. Such strength. Still, it is best not to push yourself too hard. Take a short break today. There are leaves nearby. I'd be happy to play you a tune. May its melody accompany you from where the wind blows and into the distant future. Well, that was a very short one. Probably the shortest one yet. I think. Probably. And I guess Diona's also getting a second one. Does every character get two? I don't know. At this point, might be possible. There she is. And Sucrose is here as well. So, what's going on over here?
Diona. Ah, great. You're not at the tavern today. Is your father not back from hunting yet? I haven't seen him. He's resting up at home right now. Nothing serious. The wind was a bit chilly and he caught a cold. I'll take care of him.
Wow, a lot of people catching colds, it seems.
Came here for this, right? I prepared it already. Wait, I hear someone coming.
It's me again.
Oh, it's you. You startled me for a moment there.
Oh, someone's a scaredy cat.
Who's the scaredy cat, huh? Didn't you see me on the hunt the last time? Wait, no. I mean, don't you know that I can catch beasties way bigger than I am?
Classic tsundere. And classic defensive nature of the cat girl.
Just now was because I was just being extra cautious since the goods are special, okay?
Are they strange alchemical reagents then?
Oh, this is embarrassing, but if you're really curious, then you can have a look.
Broken bird bones, the staff of an animal armature, and the baby teeth of... Is that a wolf or a dog? 3 forest boar's ribs, the lingering scent of spices, a previous hunt's haul. Wait, it can't be leftovers from dinner, right? Huh. Do staves count as bones?
Wow, you collected so much this time. Thank you, Diona. I didn't bring any Tetrasaur wolf hooks or Type V Bitamor calories with me when I left home today, though. Will you be dropping by Mondstadt City tomorrow? Nope, I've been too busy to go mix drinks lately. And I need to find time to hunt, too. I see. In that case, would you like this instead? It's a valberry rich in carrot essence. Its flavor, fragrance, and nutritional values are all closer to traditional carrots. As such, I'm curious, will it attract animals that like carrots, or will it attract animals that, of both flavor preferences? Now that's an interesting question. Guess I can use it as bait, then. Please do, and tell me how the experiment turns out. No problem. Say hello to Mr. Draft for me, would you? I wish him a speedy recovery. Either way, I need to return soon. I've got a Mark 23 Ultra Berserk Favonius Dragon Warrior to assemble.
Wait, a dragon what now? Wait, you haven't learned yet, Diona?
Learned what? Who can even learn that kind of thing?
One in Triple Z, one in 5-star, one in Star. I guess you gotta get a lot of pulls. You better work on that. Amber gets a 3rd one. Wow. Okay. They really want to bring us back to Mondstadt, it seems. Alright, where exactly is she at? Out front. Or I guess she's up above. Don't mind me, just climbing the wall. There you are.
Why does the cat always like to run this way? Strange.
What are you doing, Amber? How goes the Genshin? Oh, it's going a-okay. How is your day, Stuffy?
Oh, it's just you. I brought some naughty little kitten back to its home. It's a really lively kitten. If it gets even the slightest chance to run outside, then it'll run all over Mondstadt, knocking over flower pots, getting dirty paw prints on clothes, and keeping every pigeon in Mondstadt on their toes. Lots of citizens just can't put up with it anymore, and some went to the Adventurers Guild for help, but adventurers don't know the first thing about catching cats, so
it's the Outrider to the rescue.
Bingo! Those adventurers just chase after cats on foot, but as for me, I fly. A surprise air assault when it's least expected, and bam, the cat goes right into the bag. Though it's kind of funny how the cat never gets mad at me. Instead, whenever I catch it, it all but pounces into my arms and won't stop rubbing against me. Because it likes you, isn't it? You think so? In that case, I should find an opportunity to ask the owner about what cats like and what calms them down. But before that, I just hope it'll stop running away. Otherwise, I'll be up in the dead of night playing hide and seek with it again. Of work, I think I went to a legit psychopath on the way home. Yikes. Hope it wasn't too much of a close encounter. That sounds terrifying. And she gets a second one too, huh? Oh, and Jean is here this time. Probably also not voice acted. So how many voice acted characters have we encountered so far? There was Baizhu. And there was Zhangling. Were any other Anecdote characters voice acted so far? I don't think so. Thank you, Master Jean. I'll keep that in mind. Good. Now do it again. I'll help you correct your movements.
Galeblade!
Greetings, Honorary Knight. Hello. Anything I can help you with?
Just here to watch Noelle train.
She's very talented and a fast learner as well. Although our weapon of choice isn't exactly the same, there are always shared principles in swordsmanship. All I did was give her a reminder or two, and she immediately understood. All that's left now is to remain patient and practice diligently. With your intuitive understanding, Noelle, techniques like this shouldn't take you too long to master. Just do be careful while practicing, alright? If you want to do weight training, you can tie the loads to your wrists. Also, Katmosa, thank you for the follow and welcome to the stream. Happy to have you on board. Alright, man talked about his unending hate, following a woman home and killing people before clarifying a minute later, only spiritually. That sounds like a clarification that was made just so nobody would call the cops on him. That sounds like an experience, quite an experience. That way, some accidents can be prevented, even in the event of unexpected disassembly. I'm so sorry, Master Jean. I won't toss a sword into your office again, I promise. It's fine, don't worry. And in any case, after you spent all the time cleaning yesterday, everything is completely back to how it was. But the sword is still stuck in your office ceiling, and it's too high up to easily pull out.
Oh, that. Well, we can just leave it there for now as interior decoration, I guess. What great interior decoration. Amazing. Alright, next anecdote is Chi-Chi. Alright. I should be working through those anecdotes pretty quickly at this point. Hello. Impromptu chandelier, as you do.
Please help. Try this.
Look at the little zombie.
I must have failed again. Thanks for being nice. Could you also try this one?
Cute little zombie. Must protect.
Is it that good? Yes.
Are you whipping up something delicious?
Code. I borrowed this from this kitchen from Chef Mao. I wanted to cook something, but I can't taste, so Chef Mao asked Goba to help. Wait, why am I cooking? Let me check my notes. Oh, the notebook says, make a dish and freeze it to prepare for the excursion with Yao Yao. I don't need to eat, but Yao Yao needs to eat to grow and get taller. Will Yao Yao grow taller than Dr. Baizhu one day?
Who knows? That might be a tall order. Get it? Tall.
Don't worry. Yao Yao will be cute. no matter how tall she is. Ah, we talked too long. The stove. Thanks for watching The Stove, Grover. Please, try this last one as well.
Definitely looks like a very impactful scent. And away he goes. Alright. And monster... Oh! Rosaria returns! More time with the I don't take no shit none. And I think it seems like she's at the bar. Yup. No, not the missing person poster. I am right in front of the door. Obviously, I want to go in. Alright, where's she at? Apparently, she's upstairs. Yep. Hello there. Who just freaking died? Yes. Already this late, huh? Morning prayers must have begun already. Forget it. I'll skip them. Do you stay up drinking all night? I'm working right now, you know. See that fresh face? He came into the tavern just when it was getting dark, gone straight to drinking and bragging with adventurers. Anything suspicious about him? Claims to be an experienced merchant from Liyue. Tavern's warm, but he's very uncomfortable, doing all he can to cover the marks on his skin with his clothes. And he's got freshly frostbitten fingers. You see them when he takes his gloves off to shake hands. So he's been someplace cold, huh? Yes, such as Dragonspine's foothills, before coming here for his own reasons. And as for the lie... What sort of seasoned merchant would cross Dragonspine to get from Liyue to Mondstadt? Want me as your guard, eh? Well, you've come to the right guy.
I've heard much about your deeds,
a
Mr.
voice.
Stanley. But I'm afraid...
We have a voice!
Oh, yes. We still don't have quite enough people. See, a little bird told me that the legendary treasure hoarder, Big Sis of the South, has the batch of goods I'm moving to Liyue in her sights.
Stanley, want me to talk to Catherine about this and help this good gentleman out a bit? I wasn't planning on running any errands in Dorman Port anyway.
Imagine that.
Ah, that would be wonderful. I can't thank you enough. Dorman Port, you say? Isn't that quite close to Mondstadt? That should make our route very safe indeed. Of course, I'll still need the bulk of manpower on my end instead. Money's no object, so just gather as many of your comrades as you can.
Thus giving you a chance to waylay the goods at Dorman Port, I assume.
What? What are you talking about?
Come with me, my good gentleman. A warm tavern isn't the right place for what I want to talk to you about next.
Wait, sister? Is something the matter with him?
Don't worry about it.
Since when does Big Sis of the South ever tip her hand before she makes her move? Luring troublesome opponents away from their posts, you treasure hoarders haven't learned any new tricks even after all this time.
I don't know any treasure hoarders! I'm innocent, you hear?
What I hear is that, as it just so happens, the Knights of Favonius caught some treasure hoarders making camp in Dragonspine foothills. Since you're innocent, I'm sure you wouldn't mind coming with me to see them. They won't recognize you, will they?
You?
What a great merchant.
Don't even think about running.
And then he died. The end.
Exposing your back to me was a bad move. Come on then. I'll give you a choice. You can talk to the knights, or you can talk to me.
And next up... We're going back to Liyue? No? Oh, are we going to Inazuma finally? We are! It's Inazuma time! Well, here we are. Oh boy, how do I get to her? Do I have to go around the outside? Where is it? There it is. Hard to find her little hiding spot. I mean, I guess that's the point of a hiding spot, is it being a bit hard to find. Kokomi! Kokomi appears to have fallen asleep. Piles of documents line the table. Going through them must have expanded a great deal of her energy. This is a rare moment off for her. Best not to wake her up. You wait for a while more. You unconsciously glance at the notebook that has fallen open on the table. Elegant writing catches your eye. Code hasn't visited Watatsumi Island in a while. Energy -3. Well, guess what? I am here. Will that increase your energy levels again? Perhaps we should find a moment when she's free to swing by and have a chat. Well, that was definitely the shortest anecdote yet. But yeah, I shouldn't wake her up. I should swing by later again. Which means we are going where? Amber! Amber number 4! Okay, they really want to connect you back to the initial characters. Like, how long has it been since we've had focus on Amber? Now she gets 4 anecdotes. 4 of them.
Stabilize.
I mean, okay, sure, why not? Let's see what she's up to then. Guess she's up here. Damn you, forcing me to climb. There you are.
Razor! Razor! It's not here either.
Code, did you see Razor on your way here? No. Why?
No, it's just... Well, actually, it is kinda urgent. When he visited the cafe a few days back, he was going to have some cake with Klee, but the shops were all out and he didn't get any. Klee got up early this morning and bought some so she could go to Wolvendom and give it to him. She would have run off all alone had Captain Kaya not discovered and stopped her. It's way too dangerous for her to go out there all alone. To make sure she stays put in headquarters, I promised to deliver a crayon drawing she made to the the cake to Razor. But I've nearly covered the whole area and still haven't found him yet. Alright, Amber, breathe. You can't give up yet. If you don't find Razor soon, the cake will get stale. Okay, get up in the air and look for him one more time. See ya!
All this for another super short anecdote. Is it finally Zhongli time? No? I know there's a Zhongli anecdote, and I do want to get to that. Oh, we got 2 anecdotes over here. Okay, then. These stupid boars! The hardest enemy to avoid getting hit by. There he is.
Solidify.
Hello.
In but a night, the jade is cut in twain. The spring rain pours forth time and again. Wait, have I been reading this whole time? I heard start my sword practice.
Xingsha? What are you up to?
What a coincidence running into you here. I'm currently practicing my swordsmanship. Well, perhaps it's more correct to say that I'm practicing my penmanship.
Your pen is quite the dangerous thing then.
Don't worry, I've already finished practice, and my pen's safely back in its box. See these fallen leaves? They are my calligraphic copybook. Some are sliced down the middle, others cut along the veins, or chopped into pieces. And each represents one of 3 different calligraphic scripts. Scripts, you say? Yep, they're all forms of calligraphy, each with its own unique features. Some are neat and orderly, others are more freeform and expressive. I must say that I've quite enjoyed my practice, though I can't say the same for the bamboo around me. This time I truly did become the autumn storm that sweeps through the forest. Was the phrase you were reading before some kind of secret mantra? A secret mantra? Oh, no, I was just reading the annotations in this book, Chronicle of Cleansing Ink. This book is quite marvelous indeed, and was written by a calligraphy master named Chiffon. It is said that he shifted from calligraphy to swordsmanship, and afterward attained mastery of both. After that, he did not hoard what he had gained, writing his swordsmanship down on a stone tablet, and naming it the Chronicle of Cleansing Ink, making it free for all who follow the noble path of chivalry to come and see it. This particular book is a rare original annotated copy, with contents all transcribed from the original stone tablet. My brother really treasures this one. My brother is usually a giving and generous soul, but he loves books as much as his own life. Trying to borrow even one from him is like pulling teeth. I'll be honest, he scared me half to death when he handed me this copy a few days back, urging me to go practice my calligraphy. I had thought that I was about to be disowned on account of my terrible penmanship, and he was giving me the book as a farewell gift after having heard the news in advance. You should have seen the two of us, weeping and wailing, our hands clutching the book, refusing to let go. I suspect he was just reluctant to leave the book in your hands. Oh, come on, you. You just had to come right out and say it, didn't you? Well, I thought the scene was pretty funny. In fact, I'd like to include it in my novel. And if I were to include your follow-up remark as well, I'm sure that would add some extra flavor. Oh my, we talked so much I lost track of time again. It's getting late, so I must hurry home. I'll see you around, Code. Alright. I think I'll get to you quicker if I teleport. Then I don't have to go around. Alright, Yao Yao, I'm on my way. She should be meeting up with Chi-Chi now, right? Everything led up to that. She said she was gonna hang out with Chi-Chi. Chi-Chi prepared some food. So now we should see them both together, I assume. At least that's what would make sense to me. Come on, there we go. And I still haven't seen the Zhongli anecdote pop up yet, and we know there's at least one more Kokomi anecdote as well. Curious. There you are. How's it going, you two? Look at them. Cute. Wow. It's beautiful. So glad you like it. When I saw this view before, I just knew I had to find a chance to bring you here and see it too. I like it a lot, but... What's wrong? Do we have to walk too far to see it? No. Are you hungry then? Or thirsty? I got coconut milk in my bag. Would you like some? Oh, she does like the cocoa milk. Straight from the cocoa goat. It's not that. It's okay, Chi-Chi. I'm here. I'm listening. Just take your time. I'll forget this place soon. Yeah, I know. I can only remember things I can write down. Things I can't write, I can't remember. I was so happy today, but if I can't write it down, I'll forget. The color of the leaves, the whirling wind, and your hand, Yao Yao. I'll only remember your name. That's good enough! Hey-ya! Huh? Hand. Heh! Don't you worry, Chi-Chi, I've got a great memory. I can remember all the phrases that Master teaches me to remember spear moves after only a few repetitions. Also, Yanface taught me some super cool associative mnemonics. For example, some leaves we saw today were golden, like the bells on my head, and others were green, like the white jade radishes in my basket. Leave all the things you can't remember with me. I won't forget them, I promise. Besides, this isn't the only time we'll visit this place. We can come every month or drop by whenever we feel like it. Master always says that diligence can make up for a lack of talent. We'll just visit this place more often, and who knows, you might just be able to remember it. Really? Of course, Master said so after all.
I'm not sure if that saying applies here. Oh well, as long as they're having fun.
Or, did I use the saying wrong again? I don't know, but I believe you, Yao Yao. Let's make a pinky promise. I'm Streeter Rambler's disciple, and my word is as good as my bond. Okay, I will write this down.
This area is safe. I'll spend some more time with them before the sun sets. It is such a sweet interaction.
Right. Try this, Yao Yao. Oh, you cooked a meal too. I do happen to be feeling a little hungry. I wrote this one down.
Aww. Absolutely sweet. Adorable. And it looks like we're next up going back to Liyue to have an anecdote with Shenhe. So it seems. Oh, what are you up to there?
Long was the road, and treacherous the way. As we guarded our clients, many trials and tribulations did we endure.
Course, here we have them, the NPCs.
Are you mad at me for only returning to see you now?
How could I be? I just, as clouds by morning, as rain by night, I dwell ever in the mountain's sight.
Look at these poets out here in the middle of the street.
Every single day we were apart.
Oh, May.
Hey there, Shenhe.
Also, that's the first time Paimon showed up in an anecdote. The first time. Maybe the only time.
Oh, it's you. What brings you here?
Oh, he was just saying that we haven't been to One Min restaurant in a while. We've got time today, so we decided to swing by for some lunch. Is Chef Mel not in today?
Why is this the only anecdote so far where Paimon gets to speak?
He's out buying some ingredients, so I'm looking after the store today.
Something on your mind?
No, it's fine now. What would you like to eat?
I cannot make it for you. That feels... I cannot make it for you. Is that a thing? I've never... That doesn't feel grammatically correct, but I feel like something like that would be very noticeable if it was wrong. Like, that seems very, very noticeable. But it feels so wrong. Please tell me it's not just me. The only day that Paimon's voice actor was available or something? I don't know. I've never heard the word camel before. Yeah.
I learned a few things from Chef Mao while working here.
Oh, really? What can you cook then?
There's grilled tigerfish, Yuyun chili chicken.
Awesome! Those are some of our favorites.
Yes, I've noticed you ordered them during previous visits. Just wait a moment. Leave the cooking to me.
We'll help you out.
That's right. Paimon, the great gourmand and taster of countless delicacies, is here to give you some tips today.
Sure.
Let's go!
Even me in will, it's grammatically incoherent. So it's not just me. It's definitely something that feels obvious but slipped by the dev's eyes. Oh. And we messed it up.
Isn't the flame a bit too high? Oh, hey, Shenhe! Smoke's pouring out from beneath the stove!
Honestly, this feels like the most high effort anecdote so far.
No need to worry. Cryo incarnate.
Huh? This tastes surprisingly good. The chili chicken's taken on a whole new texture after being flash frozen.
This definitely is unique compared to all the other anecdotes that were like mostly over in a second. And here we have Paimon all of a sudden. And seems like there's more effort with us chopping the vegetables and everything. Not just conversations going on.
Come try some, you two.
I'm glad it tastes good. Let's cook together again sometime.
Hello there. Are you open for business right now?
Oh, looks like more customers are starting to show up. Guess you should get back to work, Shen, huh?
Yes, I'll go have a look.
Sunset Red Tours. You sure a name like that will bring in clients?
Oh, come on. We can work on the name later. What I'm telling you
right,
is
it's not just me. It definitely feels like this anecdote is far more. It has far more to it than the others.
Nowadays, so they say. It's a business opportunity not to be missed. Sorry, could we order, please?
Alright, nothing here. Nothing back in Monster. So is it time for... Yep, it's time for Kokomi 2. The sequel. We're really saving Zhongli for last, aren't we? Saving the best for last, it seems. Hey, Kokomi.
Oh, Code, Paimon, what brings you here?
I've come to see you, of course.
Really? You're not playing tricks on me, are you? Doesn't look like it. Great, it's been a while since we met on Watatsumi Island, hasn't it?
We've missed the
also another one with Paimon, finally.
Well. This place is so
we didn't get a single one with Paimon,
so
and now we get two in a
eat.
row. Imagine that.
It's a deal then. Be sure to come back more often then, okay? Anyway, is there anything you'd like to do now?
Walk around the island together.
Sure. The weather's great today, so shall we walk and talk?
We've been to Watatsumi Island so many times, but the views here are as breathtaking as ever.
It is a pretty beautiful island, I gotta admit.
You know what? Once you find your sister, we might as well move here permanently. What do you say?
Nah, we will move on to another world.
You'd be most welcome to. Although, I think you might have already embarked on your next adventure by then. Oh, I can have a room reserved, just for your use, so you can drop by for a vacation anytime.
That'd be awesome!
How have you been recently, Kokomi?
Yeah, and let us know if there's anything troubling you. We'll help you out, no worries.
Me? Well, I really haven't had any issues lately. Harvests here have been good, and the security situation is much better than it was before. There's still much to do, but it's all work I am used to doing, and well within my duties as Divine Priestess. That said, I must say that all the familiar work, that familiar day-to-day, it was getting rather samey since you left, so I'm glad you're back to visit.
We're happy to see you too, Kokomi.
I totally didn't swing by just because I saw your notes saying that you had a lack of energy because I haven't been here in a while.
Ah! Your Excellency, and... Captain? You're
it's
back
me.
And you didn't think to tell us? Come on.
I'm not your captain anymore, you know. The days of the rebellion have been forever ago. Like, when was it? How long ago was it that I led the rebellion as the captain of Swordfish 2? And took on the almighty Shogun? It's been forever since I did that. Yeah, I'm not your captain anymore, you know.
You'll always be our captain in our hearts.
Your Excellency, Captain, we'll be organizing a bonfire party later. You want to join us?
Oh, a party? There'll be loads of delicious food, right?
You convinced Paimon. Congrats.
In fact, I'll be handling the cooking myself.
Are you sure your culinary skills are up to it?
Let's party then.
In that case, I'll have someone send some ingredients over to you.
Thank you, Your Excellency. We'll go start the preparations right away.
Looks like you're still pretty popular, huh?
Can you blame them for
right
liking
when
me?
They saw you.
Again, I led the rebellion against their god, and won.
Well, I do recall that you first earned their respect by proving your strength before becoming captain. despite having the letter of appointment. That sort of respect comes from the heart. If you should need help one day, I'm sure I'll be glad to fight by your side.
I miss those days.
True. Sometimes I drift off during work and think about how you must be adventuring out there in the world, confronting all manner of difficult problems, even facing life and death situations. I regret not being able to always stand by your side and provide you with tactical assistance. But though we're far apart, I wish you all success in your journey and adventures to come. Let's go, it's almost time for the party.
That we don't get to see, I think. Unless... Are we gonna get... We are at the party! Fun.
What a great time. Where should we go next time, I wonder? I know, why don't we take a trip outside Watatsumi Island? Then you can show me around.
Yeah, we did skip the party, but we got teleported to the party. I guess that counts. Is it time? No! Still no Zhongli. More Amber! How many Amber anecdotes are there? But... there isn't just Amber. There's someone far better than Amber here as well. Where is she? Where's the Chunibyo? There you are!
Oz, mein faithful familiar. Do you mean to say that even should they grasp the heilige Edikte der Verurteilung, the glorious revelations of the Immernachtreich will remain beyond their comprehension?
Yes, mein Fräulein, my sovereign, my noblest and gracious liege. Not only do your retainers in the Adventurers Guild speak your true name aloud, but they even name the Heilige Edikta, the official dictionary. They regard it as no more than a reference book meant for mere children to understand the basic facts of life, and they do not perceive, much less comprehend, the truths concealed within. Alas, such lamentable mortals. Is this not a form of blasphemy? Surely it must be so.
Osvaldo, most loyal friend, I know how you feel, but be not wroth, lest the eyes of Harfnavis, which sever day from night, become blinded. Know that I, Fischl, remain the Prinzessin der Verurteilung, the judge who presides over all the sin of this world, and she who sees the true knowledge of this realm. Behold, their true shapes have long been laid bare before the Auge der Verurteilung, that of trembling lost sheep who wish nothing more than to embrace salvation. And so, in this, the sequestered store of Sager City, I can't even speak anymore. Soaked in the stellar sheen, mine royal person shall, in the name of love and nobility, extend clemency upon the guilty masses and forgive them the sin of their vulgar scorn. Thus I must do, lest their fates become forever sundered from the Immernachtreich, foremost and greatest of lands. I, the Prinzessin, shall never let such a dismal aeon come to pass. All you who will pledge loyalty unto me. All you who pledge loyalty unto me, remember this. I shall raise you up, and like the brightest of stars shall you be, shining from on high in the eternal nighttime sky. Sing for joy, sing your praises, sing praise unto your Prinzessin.
Hey, official.
How I...
Hey there. Dramatic camera angles. Very dramatic. Only the best for the Prinzessin.
It is you, O traveler from beyond this world. The sight of you brings me great joy. Is it an audience you seek? Do not be so prim. Speak your desire. You are one who I have blessed after all, and the Prinzessin will not be sparing in showing you her favor.
Oh, it's you, Fish... Your Highness, the Prinzessin. Well, we were just passing through, but since the ruler of the Immernachtreich has shown us your royal favor, then... Please, bestow upon us some Mora.
No.
Mora, my lost friend, must you pursue that reprehensible fond of reality and sin, the precise blight that I, the Prinzessin, mean to judge?
Mein Fräulein fears that the temptations of Mora would lead you astray. And might I add that, despite how it may sound, she is not simply making excuses because she cannot afford to honor your request.
You never know. Paimon's one true love might just be Mora.
That's right. The world's a big place with all kinds of dreams after all.
Ah, my eye! Ah!
Huh? What's wrong, Fischl? Are you ill?
Fear not, Paimon. Mein Fräulein is not ill, merely using her power.
Yes, of course.
I see it, Paimon. My left eye sees your fate and its truth. The stars convene for you, and lost dreams float amidst the dark before dawn break, a veil impenetrable even to a scribe who sees all secrets. That which weaves your fate is the golden thread of truth and wisdom. Your noble pure self, it waits for you on a far shore without Mora. That is your truest essence, Paimon.
Really? Noble and pure? Is that the kind of person Paimon is? Paimon's kind of awesome.
Sure you are.
No, I cannot strive further, for even a Prinzessin who bears the Auge der Verurteilung is certain to become lost in your boundless, immaculate, phantasmal night. In the name of the Prinzessin, Paimon, you must completely purge from yourself the foul taint of Mora, that which means to plunge your world into darkness and despair.
Completely purge the taint of Mora?
I think she's saying you can't have even a single Mora to your name.
That is precisely mein Fräulein's meaning. Not a single Mora.
And I assume she'll be kind enough to take it off your hands.
Not even one? Paimon's so sad.
Well?
Hey, why are you all looking at Paimon like that? You don't seriously think she was asking for Mora, do you? It was a joke!
Sure.
It's been a while since we saw each other, so Paimon was just telling a joke. Because we're friends.
That's right. It's been quite some time.
Right! And it's so nice to see you again, Fischl. Oz. What are you doing here anyway?
Well then, has the time come to speak of business? Gladly shall I inform you then, that this convocation is being held to revise the Heilige Edikte der Verurteilung.
And what's that?
It's a manual circulated amongst mine retainers, which they mean to use to interpret the glorious revelations of the Immernachtreich. It contains many errors, of course, but it nonetheless demonstrates mortal aspiration towards higher wisdom. As such, I shall permit its existence. This manual shall guide them towards the all-surpassing world, the terminus of the universe, the place of rest that shall shatter fate, the end of causality itself, the Immernachtreich.
Wow! That sounds super impressive. But what is it exactly?
Well, it was described as a dictionary, I guess.
Simply put, it is a tome that can translate mein Fräulein's speech into common tongue. As such, the adventurers have taken to calling it the official dictionary.
Ah, so it's official speak translation manual.
Yes, but please be aware that using anything other than its official title is quite disrespectful. It is formally named the Heilige Edikte der Verurteilung. We will have to make sure that this is noted in the revised version.
Of course.
Wait a minute. So the book actually exists?
Could you show it to us?
Of course, but not now, for there are still many errors in the present version, and I shall not have thee, O Blessed One, struggle through that morass that lies between fact and falsehood. That agony, those shackles, I shall be the one to bear it all alone.
Mein Fräulein means to say that she will let
The
you see the
official,
book once
the official
editing is complete.
title. Yes.
Wow, that's so nice of you, official.
When might we expect it to see it then?
Fret not, traveler, for our bonds are as intertwined as the dawn and its light. The destined day when the Immernachtreich's great revelations are made known to you shall dawn without fail at the promised hour.
What mein Fräulein means to say is, will be done soon. Stop rushing me.
So far, Oz is doing all the translating.
Did you make a mistake somewhere, Oz?
My apologies. Allow me to rephrase. What mein Fräulein means to say is, come on, we're almost done, so don't rush me.
Alright, next stop, the cathedral again. This time we're meeting Amber again. Honestly, there's more anecdotes than I expected. Like, are we sure I haven't done 20 yet? Oh no, I have done 20. How many anecdotes are there? I thought there were a total of 20, but I guess there's more. Oh my god, there's still quite a few. There's a few characters we haven't... There's multiple characters we haven't encountered at all yet. I was not expecting that. Wait, higher up? So she's outside. Don't tell me Amber is actually up on top. I guess she is. Yeah, there she is. For a second I thought she would be inside, but no, she's on top of the cathedral. Hey there!
This breeze feels great. I'll just rest here for a bit. Oh, good timing, Code. Come on, sit next to me. This is probably the highest point in Mondstadt City. Look at that view. Beautiful, isn't it? There's so many people in the square. I can see Margaret taking a walk down there. It's only on days like this that I can just gaze into the distance and zone out. Usually I'm either taking off from or landing here in a big hurry.
Make sure you get enough rest, Amber.
Well, I am a Knight of Favonius. Helping people who live here... helping everyone who lives here is my duty. As long as I can help solve the issue, no matter what it is, I have an obligation to assist.
That's our #1 outrider for you.
Huh? Ah, stop it, you're making me blush. Lots of knights and others from the Adventurers Guild work as hard as I do, if not harder. But I'll do all I can, the best I can, as long as it's for Mondstadt. Huh? Hang on, why is Margaret suddenly running off like that? She's shouting something too.
I didn't see anything.
Whoa, she's chasing someone. A thief, maybe? No, you wait here. I'll go help her. We can't let someone like that get away. Hey you, stop right there!
Honestly, I'm not sure how many anecdotes I'm really gonna do. I think I'm gonna do this next one and then leave it at that. I hope I'm correct in assuming that the anecdotes are gonna remain a thing. I really hope the anecdotes are gonna remain being a thing. And it's not just for this event. And it's just for this event that I get the specific rewards. is she? Oh, there you are, behind the rock.
Nothing here either. Even this one's empty. How did this happen?
Hunting again, Diona?
Yeah, but... Placed a bunch of newest models of mechanical traps around here earlier and filled them with foods that all kinds of animals like. But I checked all of them and didn't even catch a single animal, even though the food's gone missing. When I bought these, they were like, the traps will be so well hidden that even the person who laid them won't be able to find them. And sure enough, they are harder to see now than when I placed them. Because the bait's all gone.
Were the traps damaged by some kind of external force?
No, that's just a strong smell of withered leaves now.
What bait did you use?
Let me think. Foul breast, forest boar thigh, pine cones, and sunsettias. The carrot-colored valberry sucrose gave me earlier, lizard tails left over from mixing drinks, homemade cold-cut platter, and some imported bullfruit that a neighbor sent us.
An eclectic mix of both normal and unusual bait.
Test drink mix that I made out of bullfruit and mint. Some bass from spring whale that I fished up on my way out the door. Oh, and the calla leaf sucrose sent me before. Yeah, that's about it.
And everything went missing.
Yeah, it's all gone. And that's the annoying part. Whoever the culprit was, they'll eat just about anything. And a ton of anything at that. Oh, but at least they didn't take the drink bowl, so there's that. What a cunning little thief. Maybe it was a fox. They live in the woods, and they eat just about anything. Hang on, there's movement in the bushes.
And that's not the culprit we're looking for.
I shouldn't have listened to those old drunks. It'll save you time, Diona. It's convenient, Diona. The best hunters in Teyvat are using the new traps, Diona. It's all nonsense. I hunt best and fastest with my bow.
So what do we do now?
No, I'm not giving up here. If the other hunters learn how I've been had, the cat's line name would be dragged through the mud.
Ah, so this is about dignity.
This time I'm going to mix some numbing herbs into the bait, enough to lay out any small animals. Eat all you want, sneaky little thief. I'm going to catch you if it's the last thing I do.
Oh boy. Well, Kazuha, his were always pretty short, so I don't mind doing that one right now. But I'm gonna have to climb to get to him, huh? He's always out in the middle of nowhere. Why are you always out in the middle of nowhere?
The grass did spring and sprout anew, and heaven and earth both verdant grew.
After the rain, the wind blows and the clouds are light. Looking out over the horizons, one's heart is opened wide. And then, should one happen to meet an old friend, well, there could be no better day than this, wouldn't you agree? Super duper short! Still no Zhongli. More Rosaria. I guess more Rosaria it is then. Oh, and I guess Venti is here too.
The church sent you to supervise my work? Don't tell me. Let me guess, was it Victoria, Barbara, or Dahlia?
What are you doing here, Rosaria?
The scenery here is pretty, and it pairs well with the wine. I can watch the children at the tavern from here. Most importantly, I can spot church members coming to drag me back before they see me. My sister? Your eyes darted for a moment there, and the wine glass left your lips. Were you that unsettled? That's a normal reaction. The honorary knight here is both renowned and formidable.
I've been absent for a good while today, so it wouldn't be surprising that Victoria's gotten fed up and sent him to catch me. I'll come quietly, don't worry. Just how much work have you been skipping exactly? I took off right after morning prayers. Barbara swipes all the minor tasks around the cathedral, and there wasn't anything major, so better I get some fresh air than stand there doing nothing. So, are you going to drag me back? Now would be the time to act. I've had a few drinks already, so I might lose even if I tried to resist. I doubt Code's the type to spoil the mood like that. I'd wager that should he face a chance to encounter with gathered friends, the only thing he'd do is join in on the fun. Come, how about a drink with a little less ice? My treat. Thank you. Keep it coming. Rosaria refills her own glass without a word. Where were we? Ah, right. He's got loads of friends, and I know where I rank in that list. But you, Bard, you're the one who's been staring at him all day. You two need some time alone? Haha, don't be a stranger. I'm just observing the varied expressions on an old friend's face, just like you. We don't meet like this often. How about a toast? Why not? Thank you, good sister, for answering my prayer in my hour of utmost need. I just bought a bottle out of the tavern. No need to thank me. But in doing so, you kept everyone in good spirits. That's not something you can put a price on. As the beneficiary of the sterling deed, I would very much like to toast you on this most beautiful day. To our nameless sister. Thanks for the reminder. In that case, I shall toast to the anime Archon. To Lord Barbados. To every free life lived under the sun. To our precious days of freedom. Cheers! Cheers! Cheers. Dear, oh dear, Diona! Wait, no, I shouldn't have gone down. She was up there. She's always hiding somewhere. Oh, it's Razor! But on the map it says Diona. Well, ain't that something?
Stomach upset.
I guess we found the culprit. Also, he's voice acted.
Eyes so heavy. Tired. But it's bright out. Branches are swaying. Leaves are so shiny. Eyes hurt. So tired.
Well, Diona, you caught the culprit. Hey, Razor! Razor, are you okay? Quick, have him drink this. Feeling any better?
Leaves, they stopped swaying.
I'm sorry, Razor. I didn't think that you are the one who ate my bait.
Bait?
Yeah, my dad's only just recovered and I wanted him to get some more rest, so I've been using new traps to hunt.
Did not know. Those were traps. Thought they were gifts. From Springvale. So, I took. Cold cut platter, very good. Drinks good. Carrot-flavored valberry, good. Calla lily, vegetable. Gave it to my friend.
If I may, which friend are you referring to?
Bennett.
Weren't those the bitter more... Bennett!
Oh no, I've really done it now. First Razor, now Bennett, and Sucro's experimental results are a bust too.
It's okay, your friends will understand.
I understand.
I'm never using traps to hunt ever again.
Okay, looks like nobody's in Mondstadt. Is it finally... No, it's not Zhongli time. What the hell? Oh no! It's Xingqiu time, the one I care about the least out of all the characters we've had.
Grass is a plant that enjoys a moist
All the characters we've encountered so
is
far,
best
this is the
picked
guy
after
I
it
care the
rains.
least about, and he
But you should
rambles
choose to
on and
pick
on
any.
and on.
Be
Here's
sure
hoping
to
that
store
this
them
anecdote will be shorter than the previous one. I'm sorry for all those Xingqiu fans out there, if you exist. I am not one of them. Flurry of frost and autumn leaves, how they scatter, how they swirl. More swordsmanship practice, Xingqiu? Heh, I knew you'd come by today. I haven't been here long, actually. This must be exactly what they mean by great minds think alike and the understanding shared by kindred spirits. Did your brother end up reclaiming his book? No, he hasn't. He did see me reading as I practiced the swordsmanship, and he did sigh, shake his head, and make gestures with his feet and hands, but he didn't ask for the book back. So why did he suddenly... Well, my guess is that this was my father's idea. He's always told me to practice my calligraphy more and pen a few more congratulatory notes on behalf of the family. That way I could temper my mind, and also gradually get in touch with our business partners, which would lay a foundation for my future role in managing our family affairs. And besides, I don't know how else I don't know who else could open my brother's bookcase if not my father. But you know me, I'm honestly most afraid of being stuck sitting up straight at the reception table, feigning civility, and giving lip service to, sorry, pretend I never said that. I understand how you feel. Right? I'd much rather find a quiet spot to practice penmanship on my own than sit here drinking stale tea and listening to staler conversation. So I came here under the pretext of working on my swordsmanship into calligraphy and gaining the relevant enlightenment from Chronicle of Cleansing Ink. That way, I get to do a bit of both. I didn't expect that you'd show up so quickly, though. It seems that my swordplay was quite the effective signal beacon. And what enlightenment have you gained, perchance? I've realized that even famous figures have an earnest side to them. They aren't prideful, haughty beings of divine skill as many think. As you can see, this original annotated copy contains some remarks and critiques from made by a who's who of swordplay and calligraphy from a previous generation. One can, even if vaguely, glimpse the personalities of those eminent personages shining through. Take this, for example. This is another calligraphy great. There's another calligraphy great who didn't get along with Chiffon. See how he nitpicks and hangs onto every little error and how long his annotations are. See, this is the commentary he gave on Chiffon's calligraphy. Free, unrestrained, sharp as a bared edge, like a great tree braced against the wind. It sounds like a compliment, but I fear that when he called Chiffon a great tree, it was in the sense that the greatest tree in a forest is the first to be crushed by the wind. An educated person indeed. Of course, those two often butted heads, but one must always be careful when penning words down. Words penned in black and white can hardly be taken back after all. In response, Chiffon penned the following response. Spring will come and the tree shall yield lush shade. And here too, I remember that the one who wrote this was Tian Shan at some point. They say that he was brilliant in both calligraphy and swordplay, but that his comments were always very concise. This is what he wrote. Lovely, but you never did learn how to sign your name. There's all sorts of other interesting annotations too. Come on, let me show you. No! Hold on just a second. Oh, there's no rush at all. As my great-grandfather always says, to practice calligraphy is to temper heart and mind. Only by understanding this can you learn to write the words within. Actually, wait. You know what time it is right now? Well, just look at the sky. I hate you, Xingqiu. Shut up, shut up, shut up. I do not care about you. Oh, drat, I'm going to be late back. Looks like I'll be getting an earful from my father now. Either way, I've got to go face the music now. I'll be back later to practice my swordplay again. So if you have time, why not come and join me? Please, no, please tell me there's not a third one. Sure that that will improve faster by putting our heads together and putting one another to the test. But if you don't want to practice, you can always take a walk or even go fishing. Look at me rambling on like this. I'll head back first. See you later. Please, no, please don't see you later. I really dislike Xingqiu. The more he rambles, the more I dislike him. And I guess we're hanging out with Sucrose now. And there really are a lot of these anecdotes. Way more than I expected. I was like, oh, there's gonna be 20. No, there's way more than 20. I don't know how many anecdotes we're on right now. I wouldn't be surprised if we're already at 40. Where? Where are you? Oh, gotta go. Alright, see you around. Oh, you're up there. Thanks for joining me, Tormuse, as always. Pleasure having you around.
Yes, very interesting. Time to write all this down.
Is today your day off?
Code? Oh, I didn't think anyone else would come here. I'm taking advantage of my vacation to do some nature watching.
Nature watching? Ruin guards, then?
Look, over there. Do you see that white pigeon?
Aren't they practically everywhere?
Yes, but only in places high, safe, and inaccessible enough to humans will they show their most natural, authentic appearance. Ah, speaking of which, see, patrolling ruin guards don't disturb them at all.
Is that because the ruin guards don't actively attack animals?
That's precisely what I'm curious about. Once, I observed a finch making a nest atop a ruin guard's head, and yet when others approached, the ruin guard restarted itself. Could such a relationship be considered symbiotic? Is there some language or signal-based communication between them? Is this trust in automatons an inherent instinct, much like the imprinting phenomenon? Or is this an indication of them possessing greater intelligence than we assumed? Living creatures are host to many secrets, and I want to learn all about them.
I totally understand how you feel.
Thank you. I'm glad I got the chance to share these ideas with you too. In the past, I've always thought that doing experiments by myself in the lab was the happiest, most fulfilling thing in the world. But now that I think about it, spending my vacation this way isn't so bad either.
And it looks like we get another official anecdote. Now, these are also long, judging by the previous one. But official, I don't mind the anecdotes being long, because I actually like official. I actually like official, so I'll take this. Does that mean that the book is done? Official, are you in here? Wait. She's not in here, apparently. Oh, wait, no, she is. She's over here.
So there was a stipulation against damaging any books in the collection, was there? Yet, has that custodian mage of tomes never been cautioned, even in all her universal sagacity, to not make a foe of the prinzessin?
Do not grieve so, mein Fräulein.
What's going on exactly?
Ah, blessed one, have you come to bear witness to this most tragic of moments?
Tragic moment?
Yes, indeed. For this was the day destined, the promised hour, and yet we are foiled. All has been foiled at the hands of the custodian mage.
You mean Lisa? What did she do?
Ms. Lisa believes that scribbling on books counts as damaging them, and has thus taken the Heilige Edikte der Verirrtelung out of mein Fräulein's hands.
But it's her book.
She obstructs our royal way, an unforgivable sin. Unforgivable.
And while she is quite angry, mein Fräulein's unforgivables usually end up as forgivables.
I see.
She does understand that it was she who was wrong in the first place, after all.
But can't you edit your own book?
Unfortunately, it is rather more complicated than that.
I see.
For this text was penned not by mein Fräulein, but the adventurers of the guild.
Oh, so the official dictionary is about her, but not by her.
Intriguing.
Indeed. Furthermore, it now belongs to the library's collection, and as such, it falls under Miss Lisa's custody.
Oh yeah, this is getting complicated, all right. Okay, let's think about this for a sec. Hang on!
Can you just get a copy?
Edit the text so long as we got permission from Lisa and the adventurers?
It will not be hard to negotiate with the adventurers, but Miss Lisa will be trickier to handle. She appears to have anticipated this, having left the library right after confiscating the book. We do not know
so
where
it
she
turns
has
into
gone.
a search quest.
So, even our cunning countermeasures have been uncovered. I should have expected nothing less from the mage who guards the universal repository of knowledge.
Why don't I go talk to Lisa for you?
Blessed traveler, I am thankful truly, but do not underestimate the causality that lies between us. As fate has promised the moment to us, so I, Fischl, the sovereign Prinzessin der Verurteilung, will make it come to pass. This I vow upon my noble name.
Oh boy, here she goes again.
Hear me, O custodian mage. Even you cannot defy the writ of apocalyptic destiny. Thee I shall summon, and thou shalt answer.
Quick, Oz, translate for us, would you?
Mein Fräulein is saying that she will get Lisa to agree somehow.
I'm sure she will. Alright, where to next? Okay, now we're going over to Liyue. Two characters we haven't had any, anecdotes with yet. Maybe they're short ones and only have one each. Sure would be nice if that were the case.
Hello. Oh, you. You should have spent your salary on a good meal for yourself, or saved it, or something. To waste it on nothing is... You are my closest kin, master. According to the customs of mortals, I should demonstrate filial piety.
Xianyun? Shenhe? What are you two talking about?
We meet again, Shenhe.
It has been a while indeed. Have you come all this way to visit one then?
Oh, of course! Friendships need to be maintained from time to time, don't they? Also, Paimon overheard you talking about a good meal. Is there something Paimon should know about that?
No.
We were not discussing food, Paimon. Master was simply giving me guidance just now. Many of the restaurant's younger customers have signed their parents up for the most popular group tour around. When I heard that their tours were designed specifically for seniors, I signed Master up as well. They're called Senior Joy Tours. Here, have a look at their pamphlet.
O'er mountains tall and rivers wide, come see Liyue's wondrous sights. Accommodation at special guest suites, tasting authentic local delicacies, traveling in exclusive carriages. Wow, Paimon kinda wants to try this out too!
But you're not a senior.
One had already traveled the length and breadth of this land long before the name Liyue even came to be. What sights would there be witnessed that one has not yet beheld?
Also, a trip this luxurious couldn't have been cheap, right?
It cost 3 months of her salary and then some. And you didn't think to confer this with one before putting down the deposit either. Well, one shall have to act now, surely. I would gladly spend my entire salary if it would make you happy, master. Oh, you silly! It is enough for, to have your devotion, Shenhe. But now that it's come to this, Shenhe, let us... Understood. I'll cancel registration on your behalf, master.
Huh?
Huh? You're right, master. I was too impulsive. The tour group manager was very convincing, but I'd rather listen to you, master. I'll find him and cancel the registration as soon as possible.
Wait, haven't you paid the deposit already?
Right. Leaving the matter of getting the Mora back aside, it would be such a hassle. It's no trouble. The manager promised me that the cost would be refundable. I will try my best to negotiate with words, and if an altercation occurs, that will only make things easier.
Wow. I think she actually wants it.
What? You...
Forget it. Damn, just say you wanted it after all.
Go, do what you must. The hour grows late. I shall return and cook for Shuyu.
Uh-oh. What do we do? She's mad for sure. Come on, we gotta think of something. Hey!
She won't stay angry for long, I'm sure.
Master's angry? Why would that be? After that, is she still upset at how I spent my salary?
No, she's definitely not mad at you. Don't blame yourself, okay?
Blame yourself.
Even though she said she didn't want to go, she's really proud of you anyway. You should have seen her smile while we were chatting. Any wider and it would have split her face in two. She's probably just disappointed because she was looking forward to this trip. And it went up in smoke.
So if we proceed as originally planned, she'll be fine. Is that what you mean?
What do you think, Traveler?
How about this? Let me design an exclusive custom itinerary for Zhangyun instead.
An exclusive? Ooh, Paimon gets it! You're going to put together a travel itinerary tailored just for her, right?
Perhaps.
That sounds like a good plan! Nice one, Traveler! Oh, and what do you think, Shenhe?
You're the experienced one here. I trust your judgment.
Just leave it to us! He's the world-famous traveler, after all, and Paimon's his super awesome guide! We'll come up with a trip that's up to Shenyun's standards for sure!
An Adeptus Abroad. The Great Pleasure Excursion. Let's go.
Yep. Since she's seen all there is to see in Liyue already, let's take the opportunity to bring her to places further afield. We're spoiled for choice, though. Where should we recommend she go first?
Mondstadt, the city of wind and freedom.
Makes sense. That's where we started out too, after all. Mondstadt City, Star-Snatched Cliff, Windrise, and Sweet Madams. Oh, gotta jot everything down.
I guess that's gonna be the next anecdote for her then.
Is there anything I can help you with?
There is something only you can do. Give this Mondstadt travel guide to Zhangyun.
Understood. I will. Thank you, Paimon, and thank you, Code.
Alright, next anecdote is over here. With Kitching. Kitching! I am here for your anecdote. There we go.
Huh? Where's Dr. Baiju? I guess I'll just have to come back in a few days. Code, what brings you to Boo Boo Pharmacy? Are you hurt anywhere? Or have you fallen ill and need medicine?
Are you ill, Kitching?
Oh, nothing too serious. I just got distracted while descending a mountain a few days ago and sprained my ankle. I ignored it at first, but the next morning my ankle hurt so much that it felt like it was going to split open. I couldn't even walk. Fortunately, Ganyu came to see me. She helped get Dr. Baiju and he applied some medicine. Thanks to his excellent medical skills, I was out of bed and walking after just a few days. Doesn't even hurt now.
You sure you're fine now?
Almost, I'd say. I'm just here to get some nourishing herbs today. Don't worry, I know my limits. I'm out doing land surveys almost every day, and I don't know how many scrapes and bruises I've gotten along the way. It's no big deal. Oh, looks like the doctor's here. I'll go get my medicine now. Talk to you later.
Okay, we had another short one. I do like that we get the occasional short ones still. Speaking of short ones, time for another one that's not so short. We're going back to Fischl. The best one. And still haven't gotten the Zhongli one to show up, interestingly enough. Well, but Fischl is another one I care very deeply about, so I'm not complaining about seeing more of her. Alright, where are you? There you are. So, did you get the book?
Oh, is this the day? Has it come at last?
Mein Fräulein, the text has been proofread again, per your wishes.
Oh, glorious revelations of the Immernachtreich, in the princess's name, shine forth your light and fill the earth with your radiant glory.
Hey, official.
Huh? Oh, greetings, blessed one. Today is a joyous day indeed.
You certainly seem like you're in a good mood, Fischl. Is the issue with Lisa resolved?
Haha, as one might have expected of a mage who guards hidden troves of knowledge. She knew well, far better than most mortals, of the consequences of defying fate. Thus did she come to her senses and submit the Heilige Edikte der Verurteilung into my rightful keeping upon hearing the distant summons of the Immernachtreich.
And that's all that happened?
Come on, Fischl. It's okay to admit that you had to ask her nicely.
Mein Fräulein speaks truth, in fact. With the sole qualification that Ms. Lisa handed over a fresh copy of the text. As it turned out, she left the library to seek the opinion of the Adventurers Guild, and also to print a new copy of the manuscript. Thus, we could make what edits we needed without damaging the copy that is in the library's care.
Ah, so that's what happened. Paimon knew Lisa always liked you, Fischl.
It's hard to not like Fischl.
Just because.
How can one not like her?
Indeed, even I, who espies the causalities of 3,000 universes and witnesses the dying of 1,000 worlds, must confess a measure of respect for her virtuous reason. Ours, mein Familia, now that the Heilige Edikte has been edited, let us go hence unto her, and give her the royal salutations of the Immernachtreich.
As you wish, mein Fräulein.
Looks like we'll be able to read the book today.
Oh, blessed one of mine, did I not say that the cord that binds us is as the dawn and its light intertwined? Now then, I present unto you the promised fruit at the destined hour, the great revelation of the Immernachtreich, the Heilige Edikte der Verurteilung. The spiraling depths, the secret thoughts of the gods, the prayers of the end, all such answers may be found in the sacred tome of everlasting night, and it is yours to peruse. Be enlightened and dance with joy. In the name of Fischl, von Luftschloss, Nafedort, I...
Mein Fräulein, we must be going.
Damn. I guess it's just here now. Die Neuauflage der Prinzessin. Alright, what else do we have? Ah, alright. Time to go to Starsnatch Cliff. I assume that's on the... up on the cliff, so yeah, going to that teleport point is stupid. It would be faster to go to this one. In either way, I'm gonna have to climb, I guess. There we go. Alright. Off to the cliff. So I assume that means we're done with the official anecdotes. I think we're probably done with the Diona anecdotes too. That wrapped up the whole thing with, you know, with Razor. Don't know about Amber because hers all feel like very one-off things and especially short. Similarly for Kazuha. But... I mean, we'll figure all of that out, but I assume we're in the process of wrapping stuff up.
Peace prevails throughout the land, and all things are made new, as buds in the spring. This is still an auspicious era for humanity.
Hey, Shenyan! You're here after all!
Ah, it's you two.
You seem like you're in a good mood. Right? You're not angry anymore, are you?
Ha! Do you believe one to be so small-minded? One has already conferred with Shenhe, and indeed, your selection has proved well considered. This is Starsnatch Cliff, then, a name well given. The wind here differs from that of Mount Aoshang, being more lively and carefree. Yet it suits me still.
Oh, we're glad you like it. We would have felt awful if we made you spend all that effort climbing up here only for you not to enjoy yourself.
I mean, she can fly, she doesn't need to climb.
Effort? One soars upon the wind and sees all for leagues around. It was but trivial to seek this place. And were one to begin climbing the foot of this cliff, 'twould have been but a short way up by winged foot. Hardly what one might call effort.
That's true. Paimon almost forgot that she's a big illuminated bird.
What insolence! One's ears are exceedingly sharp as well, thank you.
What Paimon means to say is that we're no match for your super-duper adeptal powers.
That, yes.
Attest to that. It was a tough climb to the summit the first time we came here.
Things weren't easy for us back then. I hardly had any stamina. No need for such modesty. The past is the past, not the present. One has never misjudged. Or do you claim that even with prodigious talents such as yours, scaling this cliff would not now be nigh effortless? Well, when you put it like that.
Speaking of, why are you alone? Paimon, Ganyu, Shenhe, or the others might come along with you.
Is that so strange? One's disciples all have matters they must attend to. Even Shuyu at her age trains hard, knowing that time is of the essence and is not to be frittered away. In any case, leisure such as this is most gladsome. One has always gone where one pleases after all, and one is both pleased and at ease when alone.
You really are like one of those wandering heroines from the stories.
Really now? In that case, I trust you're familiar with this Fontanian camera. Since I do not often travel far abroad, do take a few pictures of me, would you? The camera has already been properly set up. You only need to stand at a distance and press the mechanism. The only question is, what pose should one strike? Any suggestions?
Strike a Koopa like a heron, of course.
Let us do so, then. What do you think? Does one's hair remain properly coiffed?
Hold that pose. I'm going to press the shutter.
Indeed, one is ready. Are you done? Let one inspect your work. Not bad at all. Good work. Now, let one take some pictures for you as well.
Huh? Us too?
From how you spoke of this place just now, it holds a significant place in your memory. Surely you must have had many new thoughts now that you have visited it once more. Why not capture the spirit of the moment then? That way you may relive those feelings when looking at this picture in the future.
Oh, that makes total sense. Alright then, let's take some photos. Thanks a lot, Shenyan.
This camera is rather ingenious. The image is sharp and clear. Wipe the corner of your mouth, little one. We shall commence shortly.
Right, sure. Did Paimon not wipe off the biscuit crumbs from breakfast?
I guess not.
Come then, what's on your mind as you stand by the cliff? How do you feel?
Very happy. The time I fell to the bottom after running out of stamina comes to mind.
Have you decided what expression to make then? One shall press the shutter shortly.
Alright, this'll do. Sag.
Alright, just as one thought, it would turn out. Excellent indeed.
Ooh, Paimon wants to see! Huh. You have a look.
Where's all the scenery?
Is something wrong? You have traveled all over Teyvat for years on end, and the process, even its most wondrous sights, may have grown mundane. As such, it is the emotions you feel as you travel that are most precious.
But the photos you had us take of you had a whole eye full of pretty scenery. Why the change?
How could those two things be comparable? One's trip was made specifically to lay eyes on mountain and water, and since it is also one's first time, capturing the scenery is but the logical choice. Moreover, how would those two old fossils know where one has been without ample visual evidence? They are not the only ones who know how to go gallivanting behind one's back. Anyway, one has had great fun today. Your travel guide shall be followed to the letter, so do not fret. Thank you for your help in any case. Go now and see to your own business. You need not attend me every hour of the day.
Is it finally Zhongli time? It is not. Is it Inazuma time again? Ha! Oh no! No! You... please tell me that's at least the last time I have to spend with this idiot. Please tell me that's at least the last time I have to spend with you. I don't want to see your face ever again after this. Alright, no need to bring this up again. But this is an emergency. If this doesn't work out, I'll ask my aunt for help. You mean Miss Shenhe? Oh, no. Please don't drag anyone else into this, otherwise I... run into trouble. Code, you, well, what perfect timing you have. You here too, Chongyun? I fear this affair is a bit more complicated than that. Do you still remember that novel I wrote under the pen name Shenyu? I'm ashamed to admit this, but my handwriting is so messy that every time I send the editors the manuscript, they will send several letters in reply asking me about this word or that sentence. Correspondence like that takes too much time, so the editorial department and I agreed that I should try to finish a few days early. After I finish, I submit it to the department and have an editor retranscribe the text for me. Then it is handed over to the other editors to print and publish. Sounds like quite the ordeal. Indeed, I also feel pretty bad about the whole thing, so I often send them snacks as a token of my gratitude. But then I receive a letter from a few days ago. As it happens, that main editor has suddenly fallen ill, and now there's nobody else who can do the transcribing. Oh, such a well-staffed department? Yes. Really, seriously, just one of them. Please don't make fun of me. So how's Chongyun's penmanship? See, that was his first reaction too. No, absolutely not. Stop bringing that up. Wait, so does that mean that Chongyun's handwriting is also? Not at all. His handwriting is lovely. If anything, his talisman looks better than my prose. Then why didn't you ask him for help? Well, I've told him that as well, and he agreed to let me transcribe his work at first, but before I could copy more than a few sections, Xingqiu suddenly grabbed me by the shoulder and began shaking me and telling me to stop. For a moment I wondered if my penmanship was terrible or something, but he suddenly blurted, just transcribing is one thing. Why did you have to suddenly start reading it out as you wrote? Well, I think your writing is excellent. The narrative is interesting, and each character has their own catchphrases. Catch poems? Anyway, I couldn't help but read it all loud. Especially when the heroine, named the Flying Fox, took the antidote down the mountain, and you wrote a poetic header for that too, didn't you? As I recall, it was close stained with wine and mortal sod, unwelcoming in sword realms, the world she trod. Chongyun, please just stop! Close stained with wine and mortal sod. That said, while the story itself is good, it's also quite complex. I found myself failing to understand a lot of the details. For example, when the drunken sage suddenly agreed to help, and how the 13 blades of the drunken sect that had belonged to him were stolen, it all sounds very interesting. Right? Xingqiu writes amazing novels, and he's also penned quite a few excellent short stories besides, such as... Wait, why is your face so red, Xingqiu? His yang energy seems to be surging too. Please, you two, have mercy on me, I beg you. If you say any more, I fear my fingers shall crush the hilt of my sword. I'd rather attend half a dozen social banquets than listen to people I know read my work back to me. Alright, I'll stop. Typewriter, I've heard of those. They're wondrous machines from Fontaine, yes? With one hand, you shall be free from writing by hand. Truly, that is wonderful news. I shall look forward to being forever liberated from the tyranny of calligraphy. The ingenious inventions of Fontaine are truly something. I usually only ever hear from them from my brother, yet never had the chance to touch them myself. Wait, hold on, doesn't my brother often go with caravans to Fontaine? He must have heard of typewriters, surely. He knows my calligraphy is poor and that I'm always writing, and yet he has never once mentioned them to me. Forget it, now's not the time to worry about things like this. In any case, no matter how marvelous such devices are, there's no way for me to borrow one right now. If all else fails, you can read and I'll write. Well, at this point, that does seem like the only way. I was just joking before about incorporating your remarks into a novel, but as it turns out, you'll be the one committing mine to paper. Perhaps this was all predetermined. Call it fate. Yes, I suppose ours are intertwined indeed. I'll go back and organize the manuscript. Once I'm done, I'll invite you over so I can dictate the text to you. Once you're done, Xingqiu, I would like to... would you mind showing it to me? I'm really quite curious about the Flying Fox. Chongyun, please spare me already. You spare me, please, and thank you. I did not think there were this many anecdotes. Do they ever end?
Hey there, Shanyan! We meet again!
Quiet now.
What is it?
Be sure that you do not scare yonder pigeons away. One has awaited them here for quite some time. Failure is not an option.
Oh, do you also want to have some grilled fowl?
A preposterous notion. One has never taken an innocent life, nor shall one start. This is a photo-taking opportunity that one seeks here.
Sorry, Paimon was overthinking things there.
Let me give you a hand. Sure, your abilities are most worthy of confidence. Do bear in mind that you must catch both the giant fan blade mechanism and the pigeons on the bridge in the frame. Hardly a challenge to you, one trusts. Not a problem, shall we? Now then, what pose shall one strike this time? One that could dazzle anyone who sees it. How about this then? Are the fan blade mechanisms and pigeons within the frame? Yup. I think it looks great. Ready? I'm taking the picture. Go ahead then. Done then? Let one peruse the results. Well done as always.
So, where have you visited recently?
Not long ago, one followed your guide to the Windrise, fields verdant and lush, a giant tree surrounded by the winds of freedom, truly a blessed winds of wisdom, truly a blessed place.
We wrote all about the spots that we've been to that we thought were awesome. Windrise is a great place for a nap too, since it's nice and cool.
As for the rest, they have been captured on camera. Here, have a look.
Let Paimon see! Let Paimon see!
Some blue blasters, okay.
Gets the concept, but why is this wind wheel Aster so huge?
That we call a close-up.
And what's with this super blurry picture?
An artist's conception of one's masterful making.
Oh! Okay, anything else?
One has also sampled the delicacies of Mondstadt City.
Ooh,
Good.
Now this one looks great.
Paimon's into that.
The deliciousness is just oozing out of the picture.
And this is a bird's eye view.
Ooh, of the old city.
Wow! How did you even manage to take this picture?
In bird form.
One needs only to fly into the clouds, of course, a trivial matter.
So it really is a bird's eye view.
Looks like you got a lot out of this trip and enjoyed your time here.
Indeed, a foreign land though this was, your guidebook ensured the smoothness of my travels, with many a pleasant surprise. Now then, one still has a leisurely stroll through the wilds planned while daylight yet lingers. Do not fret, one has your text on hand yet.
No! Xingqiu! Die! Just die! Why are you alive? Why? Perish already, you stupid writer! Why must you have so many long anecdotes?
My brother's right, I'm a writer of books, but no seller of them.
Good, maybe you should give up. What are you working on right now?
Just about, only a few chapters left. It's just, could I ask you a question? How much do you think my calligraphy could sell for?
There are some things money can't buy.
Oh, come on, what's with that old-fashioned talk? I'm being serious here.
Enjoy every word you pen, I guess.
Whew, thank you. At least you're not couching it in business jargon like they do at home. Penned words are worth their weight in gold, and there's no market for such prices as you might command. Earlier I asked my brother about the typewriter situation. He cut me off just as I was about to ask why he hadn't brought one back for me. And can you guess what he said?
They didn't bring one back on purpose?
No, in fact, he'd actually brought one back a long time ago. He even knows about everything that's happened recently, and asked me to try the typewriter to see if the size was appropriate. As it turns out, it did. In fact, its dimensions had been modified to suit the dimensions of my palms, which made it very comfortable to use. He even said that, in an emergency, I could use this typewriter for my novels and other writing needs, and that I'd already notified my great-grandfather of the arrangement. As to why he didn't just give me the typewriter earlier, it was actually because he was hoping that I could eventually improve my penmanship. They said that to see a person's writing is to see them also. Handwritten words will always give a reader a greater sense of closeness to the author. My brother said that he was also willing to part with the Chronicle of Cleansing Ink rather than sending me the typewriter straight away, because he felt that while my handwriting wasn't up to par, it still showed a sense of remarkable style and vigor. As such, he feared that were I to simply keep using a typewriter, I would forget how to write a pen altogether, thus ending any possibility for my improvement in calligraphy. And that handwritten work was more valuable. To be honest, he had me sweating there too. I was so nervous I almost crushed my teacup. I was afraid he might say something like, in business, closeness is communication, communication is connection, and connection is mora. As such, to practice one's penmanship is to earn mora. If he said that, I would have had to flee to Shongyun's place and stay there for maybe 10 days to 2 weeks. Well, he seems like a reasonable fellow then. Yeah, he never talks about the business with me, he just lets me live my life. But even though he says nothing about it, we have too many business dealings for me to not know that to see a person's writing is to see them also, and fine words written are worth their weight in gold. A single article of my great-grandfather's writing is worth hundreds of thousands of mora, and a letter from my brother can bring someone here just to say a personal thank you. When I went out with my brother on a courtesy call, I even saw someone who had hung a framed congratulatory note left by my great-grandfather. Now take a look at these books. These are novels I just wrote, and the contents are completely identical. But when I signed one of them, the last stroke I penned went a few inches wide, and voila, it can sell for 200 extra mora. The words are all the same, and the writing hadn't changed one bit either, but the price changed, and all on account of the length of a single stroke. Congratulatory notes can have the same content, but everyone would hang my great-grandfather's up on a wall and carefully preserve one that my brother sent. I know that these are just trivial matters of business, and no one really cares what the letters themselves say. It's all about who sent it to them. It's just, I remember every letter you've ever written to me, I guess. I know, thank you. I know it's been tough on you reading my scribblings. I'll learn how to use that typewriter as soon as possible. I shall soon be forever rid of badly written letters. You can call them scribbles, but I call them heartfelt. Alright, in that case I shall continue writing to you in my finest illegible calligraphy. But should you ever find my letters neat and orderly, please do come find me as soon as possible. I may have been kidnapped, or perhaps just really want to see you. Would you look at that? It's getting late. I shall see you later, Code. I wonder if Mr. Chiffon also turned to the sword because he did not want to see the product of his pen peddled for coins. I guess there is one more review as well. I assume that's the last one we have with her. There you are. Watch out for what?
Prey escaped. No dinner today.
And Razor returns. A most fortunate young lad you are. One hopes you were not frightened. What's your name? Where do you live? Why are you out here playing in the wilds all alone despite your tender age? Do you not know what would happen if you were to be accosted by wild beasts?
My name is Razor. Home is here. So many questions to answer. Hard.
You are no child, yet you struggle to speak. A tragic past that few may unravel surrounds you. Mayhap... truly lamentable.
Hey, we meet again! So this is where your walk took you, huh? Oh, you're here too, Razor! This is Miss Xianyun, one of our friends from Liyue.
You know this child?
We do. Friends.
Yeah, we've known each other for a really long time.
That we have. I saw this child crouched by a forest boar without an attending adult in sight. Monsters were roaming not far away, and the howling of wolves could be heard constantly. Truly a harrowing sight. If anything were to happen, one I cannot bear to imagine.
So, it sounds like you chased the boar away then. Feels like there might be a misunderstanding here. Oh, Razor must have been in the middle of hunting. He often catches forest boars around Wolvendom. You don't need to worry about him, Xianyun. He's really strong.
He is.
It'll take way more than that to hurt him. Isn't that right, Razor?
Yes. Claws are very strong. Very good at hunting.
What? Hunting? Absurd. A youth of your age should spend their days growing up without worry in the care of family. How did this...
Razor was actually raised by a wolf pack, so
He
he's
was.
learned to hunt, sleep, and live out in the wild, just like them. But don't worry, they absolutely do treat him like family.
Not only must he hunt on his own, but he eats and sleeps in the wild too. That simply will not do. He is still a growing boy. It is time to commence my return journey, child. You shall come with me to Liyue Harbor. Leaving the rest aside, I shall ensure that you are fed and clothed. You seem quite physically capable as well, so in no time I shall also teach you how to defend yourself.
No, save me.
Uh-oh, did Paimon's mouth just make things worse? Hey, Traveler, you're up.
Razor himself loves living like this.
Mondstadt, lots of meat. So much that stomach gets round, full. Friends and Lubakal are there. Very warm. Very important to me. Teacher said, that place where you feel warm is home.
Teacher, child, do you mean to say you have a master then?
Teacher teaches me to talk. Tiring. Difficult. But I am trying.
Oh, so your master also teaches you the art of communication then? A teacher is like a parent. I imagine then that their intent was to let you hone yourself alone. And it is true, the more a chick is coddled as they grow, the greater the risk there is that they may not be able to fly on their own accord once they leave the nest. In this, I suspect that all who teach generally share the same concerns. I only hope that you will come to understand your master's intentions sooner rather than later. I may have been too hasty before. Why, even Ganyu and Shenhe stumbled often in their younger years. There was that one time when...
Public service announcement! Razor's hungry.
Am I?
Yeah, of course you are. Didn't the forest boars get frightened off and you... Not to worry, this is a simple matter to resolve. Just wait here for a moment and leave the rest to my new and improved Supreme Cuisine machine. Since we had the fortune to meet here, why not enjoy dinner together and try some Liyue-style cuisine as well?
Say yes, Razor. That machine thingy makes super delicious top-tier stuff that only Adepti get to eat, you know? Anyway, it's super, super good.
Can you believe that I thought this would be a short stream done in like half an hour, and here we are, at the full 3-hour length, and there's still more to do. It's called a Supreme Cuisine machine. Is such a name so hard to recall?
Dinner together. Thank you. I will finish it. If you need help, I will help.
You are welcome, child. Simple yet well-mannered. Your teacher has taught you well indeed. If you'd like, feel free to seek me out in Liyue Harbor. Bring your master along as well. My next generation cuisine machine should be complete by then as well. There will be many more dishes to try then. My lodgings are near Chihu Rock, with a nearby landmark being a miniature red-leaf tree. The fork in the road most easily causes people to lose their way, but if you do get lost, you can ask the Millelith patrolling nearby for help. Did you get all that?
Too hard.
Don't worry, we'll bring Razor along sometime, and we'll follow the smell of good food. That won't lead us astray.
Sure it won't. Ha! The whirring of your mental machinations is audible, Paimon. But that is fine. Nothing charms Shuyu so much about the mortal realm as a little hustle and bustle. We have an accord then. I don't see the next one.
I don't see the next one. Where is it? Oh! Finally! Zhongli! I wasn't expecting him to be up here. Okay, so he has at least 2. Zhongli has at least 2 anecdotes. Because I know he also has one in Liyue Harbor. Finally! Finally! It's him! Miss Yun's opera performances are truly extraordinary. Well worth the trip to come see it today. Hey there, Zhongli. You're here too, huh? Indeed. A pleasure to see you. With little to do at the funeral parlor these past few days, I asked the director for some time off, during which I've been traveling around a bit and visiting some old friends in passing. I just happened to pass by as Sir Yun was performing, and I could not help but sit down and watch the entire performance. She exercises wondrous command of this folk art. So absorbed was I in the performance that I forgot to drink even a single cup of the tea I had ordered. To drink tea of such refinement cold, when much of its flavor has been lost, a shame indeed. Do you have friends around here as well? An ancient adage says, as lush mountains may be found everywhere, so too may friends be met. But my dear associates are busy at the moment, and I don't wish to disturb them. Checking on them from afar and sending them letters at suitable times will suffice. Truly I have done this fine pot of tea a disservice. And then he was replaced immediately. How dare you? How dare you sit where he once sat? Alright. I guess there is one more. One more with you, Shan Yun. But this is probably the last one. It has to be.
I knew at once that you were someone of unimpeachable character. No wonder you raised a heroine as virtuous as Ms. Shenhe.
Were it not for her intervention, those tour group fraudsters would have cut and run with the money my child paid them.
I'd been planning to register my old man. You know, to give him the holiday he's never managed to enjoy all these years. To think it was all a scam.
Exactly.
Look at all these voice-acted characters.
Apparently it's all fake. The so-called Swedes are just some hastily built huts. Forget food. There was never even any lard to cook with.
What? To shamelessly exploit the filial spirit of our youth for their vile and base ends. One shall show them no mercy.
Calm down, ma'am. The group's boss has already turned himself into the Millilith. He was all black and blue when he returned me my money.
If he hadn't constantly implored us to beg the white-haired heroine who works at One Mean Restaurant for mercy, we wouldn't even have known it was Miss Shenhe who secretly aided us. That's why we're here to thank you in person.
Well, look at that. Oh, did Shenhe already discover the truth and... Noble deeds are not done for fame. You are all too kind to come forth in this manner.
Wow. Virtue really does run in the family. You truly have taught her well.
This definitely feels like a wrap-up. Shenhe's quiet and one of few words, but she has her own way of conducting herself. As for me, my place is to have faith in her and support her, and influence her decisions as little as possible. It was she who signed me up with that senior whatever it was called tour group at first, only to arrange for me to travel abroad herself afterward instead. Now I see that she had her own plans in mind. And that as well. As the youth come into their own, elders such as myself should let go more and let them soar, and learn to enjoy life ourselves.
Travel abroad? My, Miss Shenhe really is a model of filial piety.
I wonder if I'll ever be lucky enough to travel like that. How much would that even cost?
I'd love to take my dad out to see the world, too.
If you don't mind, could you give us some advice, Miss Shen Yun? Surely we can't go wrong with a selection from someone of your unique tastes.
Ah, you flatter me. I'm no expert, so what I give cannot be considered guidance. That said, should you be interested, I do have a number of experiences and pictures of scenery from my travels, of which I could share a few.
Wow, that sure is a crowd, huh? Oh, there's Shenhe! Hey, Shenhe!
Hello.
We were just listening in. Seems like everyone's here to thank you for busting a fraudulent tour group, huh?
Good job. It does sound like it.
Yeah. Hey, wait, then why are they all gathered around her to thank you?
Master's skill in conversation is second to none. It is only natural that she attracts attention. In any case, even had I not cancelled her registration, she would have taken action upon discovering their tricks once she participated in the tour. That's why everyone has gathered around her, and I think she deserves the respect regardless.
Wait, so the reason you were so insistent on canceling the registration back then was because you knew something was up?
Intriguing.
That's
very
the
intriguing.
Of an Adeptus for you.
But was it really that?
And thorough.
Oh, no, not at all. When I sought their boss out to refund my deposit, he rejected my request, drunkenly spilling the beans in the process. Upon seeing that he wouldn't cooperate, I was forced to use my fists instead.
Oh, so that's what happened.
Fair enough.
Well, he had it coming anyway. What goes around comes around. Still, all's well that ends well, right? The bad guy gets his just desserts. Everyone recouped their losses, and Xianyun had fun.
Speaking of endings, Master's journey seems to have had a pleasant one. Thank you. She bought my fellow disciples and I many local specialties with a variety of flavors. I had the pleasure of getting a taste of Mondstadt as a result.
Whoa! She brought back nothing but food? What did she get? If you can't finish it all, Paimon will be happy to help.
Shut up, Paimon. Windwheel asters, Cecilias, calla lilies, all of which taste better than Genshin. Would you like any, Paimon?
What? Raw? Paimon's gonna pass on that. Is your stomach okay?
Probably. Yes. Are they inedible? I thought they were like, Genshin.
Well, most people wouldn't even eat Genshin raw. We usually cook plants before eating them.
I see. In that case, I'll take them over to Wanmin Restaurant later and have Chef Mao study them. And once that research is done, we can enjoy them together. Yes, let's do that. But before that, I have something I wish to tell you. Your return to Lea Harbor has made Master very happy, and has been a pleasant surprise for me as well. For that, I thank you. Thanks for stopping by, and I look forward to seeing you again soon. See you again soon? Are you in that much of a hurry to say goodbye? I heard that the focus of the phrase is on seeing each other once more. Our customers always smile and say that to each other after they finish eating. What I mean to say is, I am very much looking forward to seeing you again at the soonest opportunity. That's absolutely right. I look forward to seeing you again soon, Shenhe. Okay. So we have Zhongli here, and Yunjin as well. I don't really care too much about Yunjin, but I'm hopeful that she only has like a single anecdote. That would be nice. Because I'm really thinking I should be wrapping up these anecdotes by now. The only reason why I haven't ended the stream yet is because I think there aren't many anecdotes left. This should be the book that the director wants. Hey there, Zhongli! What are you looking at? Ah, Code. Always a pleasure. As it happens, the director asked me to help her purchase some books. Outlander's Brigade? This is only part of her list. There are some items that are not on sale here. I've already asked the store owner to purchase them. Have you read these books, Zhongli? Not before this, no. But I have read a few recently at Director Who's urging. Quite interesting, I must say. Inazuman's stories are written in a vastly different style from those of Liyue. I wouldn't say that either is better. All people have their preferences after all. You know about Reborn as the Raiden Shogun? What of it? I thought the book's depiction of the Shogun's martial prowess was most vivid. The research the characters conducted into the Musuno Hitotachi was also quite fascinating. It's getting late. I should deliver these books to Director Who. Let's meet again sometime. Too bad that Zhongli has some of the shorter ones.
So, are you buying or not?
Would have loved for Zhongli's to be among the longer ones, and have a certain blue boy have less focus. But oh well, you can't win them all.
Where is she? There you are. Hello, Yunjin.
Oh, it's you. What brings you here today?
You, of course.
Oh, you. Who taught you to be so cheeky? I'm not performing today, just dropping in to listen to Mr. Louis Su tell a story. Takes my mind off things a bit.
Something troubling you? Hey man, what's up? Nothing much. Hi, Eric. Welcome to the stream. I am basically just doing the anecdotes. I think I'm close to wrapping them up. I normally stream for 3 hours. And I'm now 15 minutes over, but at this point I think I'm so close to wrapping up all the anecdotes that I might as well keep going. I think Yunjin is like the only character I'm really missing, but I'll see that in a second. Anyway, how are you doing? Hope you're having a great day. Something troubling you?
True, we'll be rehearsing an old classic called The Three Towers in a few days' time. I'd like to adjust a few lines and the corresponding details in the performance, but I haven't really made up my mind about whether they should be changed or not. Would you mind hearing me out, if you have time, of course?
Please go ahead.
For example, there's a famous line that goes like this. How do the clouds and flowers sway as dancing winds meander through the veils? The half-moon is as a lovely face, and a glass raised to it moves the heart. Not only to change the first half, but the second, if sung as is, feels like it's missing a little something. It would be great if I could add some actions that suit the scene, a raised bottle to indicate drinking perhaps, and the set could be modified to match. There are quite a few adjustments like that one, and though I would be personally more satisfied were we to change them, perhaps some older fans might prefer the way it was performed in the past. We don't have much time left to rehearse either, so there may be some issues with the timetable if we want to change the stage set and redo the stage movements.
Rehearsals really are complicated. Anecdote I'm missing is Chi-Chi and Cloud Retainer, and I'm done with it. Fair enough. Chi-Chi's is very fun. Chi-Chi's is very fun. And I did Cloud Retainer just a moment ago. Did Cloud Retainer just a moment ago.
They are indeed. There are many outside factors to consider besides the script and performance themselves. Script writing and performances are the greatest strength of Yun Han opera troupe, and we love doing them, but beyond the stage, well, that can get tricky. There are things we cannot control, whether the audiences will like our innovations, or if we can come to an amicable understanding with the organizers we're working with. But I see as part of learning, my role as troupe director, I'm already enjoying myself as a performer, and I'm sure these new challenges will present me with new kinds of delight as well.
I'm sure you'll do just fine, Yunjin.
Thank you for your kind words. I'm more sure now than ever that the road ahead will be a smooth one.
Always glad to see someone play this game. I've played this game for so long at this point. Like, I've been here not immediately since release, but certainly since the earlier days. You know, the earlier days back when it was just Mondstadt and Liyue. I remember Dragonspine being a new addition. That was basically the days where I started. Ye olden days. Ah, appreciate that. I try to voice, like, I try to stream all the content that's important enough to have voice acting. And I know that the anecdotes are supposed to have voice acting, but they don't due to the strike. Whenever there's, like, voice acting that's missing, I try to make up for it with my meager abilities. Wait, was that the only one for Yunjin? Did Yunjin only have that single anecdote? You did all the other anecdotes, right? Yunjin only had one. Like, nothing new is popping up. Did I do all the anecdotes? There's no way I did them all. Was that really the last one? I think I did them all? Only one as far as for Yunjin. Okay. In that case, I think I did it, because normally other anecdotes pop up as, you know, as you complete certain ones. Like, whenever you run out of anecdotes, new ones pop up if there's new ones available. And I don't see any new ones popping up. Let me make double sure. Yeah, there's nothing over here. Nothing I can see in Mondstadt. Nothing down here in Liyue Harbor or in the wilds. And nothing down in Inazuma. I guess I just wrapped them up. But yeah, I will say, the most fun I had when it comes to doing voices today was probably for Fischl. I love Fischl, okay? She's a fun Chuny. We like Chuny-bio characters over here. I mean, there's a reason I still have her in my team as well. I mean, that and setting up Oz is just beneficial to me generally. But yeah, Fischl is fun. But I do feel like I messed up a little bit. Because a big part of Fischl's charm is the way she pronounces German words a little bit funny. And when I read her lines, I just perfectly pronounced all the German words in there. Which, it definitely feels weird to switch it up like mid-speaking. Like, speaking English, 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 and then perfect German words in there, and then continue English. Definitely a bit weird. Playing the game since 3 years. Zhongli was that banner at the time. Zhongli is amazing. Like, Zhongli is my main. Like, as you can see, max Constellation and a refinement rank also maxed out Staff of Homa for him. Let it be known, this is a free-to-play account, okay? I haven't invested a single cent into this. Amy, I mean, Fischl talks. Ah, yes. But no, seriously, Fischl, fun. I really hope the strike will finally end soon, because it's getting annoying.
Every journey has
it's getting annoying that there's so much to the story that's just not voice acted anymore. Oh well, not much I can do about that. Just a humble player after all. But yeah. Kind of sad that you arrived at just as I was doing the last anecdote. Just as I was doing the last anecdote. Sad, sad, sad how that ended up going. Well, since the strike started. It has been a long time, yes. And the problem is, initially I thought the strike was justified, right? Initially I was like, hey, they're just fighting so that their voices, you know, can't be replaced by AI. It's a fair strike, very justified. The more I looked into it, the more I was like, okay, the strike is absolutely stupid. Like, if the Genshin devs cave in and are like, okay, we'll agree to your demands, that means, yes, the missing voice actors will return, but a shit ton of other voice actors will then be missing. Because the strike is basically saying that if the voice actors from a certain group are voicing in a game, that no other voice actors will allow to voice act in it. And that is stupid. It's weird hearing some of them talk and only respond, and others, yeah. It's weird. It's weird how it's just mix and match. Some can talk, some can't. Definitely weird. Really hoping that gets sorted out soon. Very well. As I said, I am basically done here for the day. Sorry that I'm wrapping things up so soon after you showed up. You didn't see much in that case. But I do plan to... I always stream Genshin whenever there's, like, new content available. So, Genshin will be on pause until the next big update. Which probably will not take too long. In the meantime, I have another gacha game that I like to play, which is Tribe 9. Good game, by the way, if you don't know. Tribe 9, fun game, fun gacha, and it's on Steam. You don't need to download a launcher for it. That's the good stuff about it. Anyway, I don't need to advertise Tribe 9 here. We were here for Genshin. Genshin. Different gacha. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and raid someone as I wrap things up. See you next stream? I'd be happy to see you next stream, if you so feel like it. Now, who do we raid today? You know what? Let's just raid Tormuse. I feel like raiding Tormuse is always a good thing. He's currently playing Planet Crafter, so if you like some Planet Crafter, be sure to stick around for the raid. Also, if you stick around for the raid, you're gonna get extra channel points, which you can use for all sorts of redeems, as you might be able to see by just checking the redeems. But yeah, wrapping it up here for the day. My next stream, and thank you for the follow, Eric. My next stream will be on Friday. Yeah, on Friday. Maybe I will squeeze in another stream on Thursday. That is not certain yet. It depends on whether or not Tribe 9 updates. If Tribe 9 updates to include the rhythm game event, then there will probably be another stream on Thursday. If not, the next stream will be on Friday for Friday Night Funkin'. So, either way, the next stream is gonna have some rhythm game action. So, look forward to that. And we'll see when Genshin will return. Probably won't take too long before the next big update drops. Bye everyone, it was nice having you around and hope to see you around another time. Until then, have a good one and goodbye. And of course, if you're watching this as a VOD after it's been uploaded to YouTube, your support has also been greatly appreciated. And you know what, if you want to catch me live in the future, you can do so. All you have to do is check the description down below. There'll be a link to my Twitch. I stream there every single Friday and every single Saturday, and other days of the week sometimes as well, though that's a bit more of an irregular thing. In any event, I hope you had fun, and I hope to see you around another time. Until then, have a good one, and goodbye.